Yeah, this my common flow ain't common though. I'm a Commodore, these niggas more dominoes. Saturn return got me feeling like it's time to go, so I'm staring in the magic mirror like dominoes. Come along, you know this your favorite song, baby. Whip your Toyota in my mind, it's a new Mercedes. Sober lately, been trying to get it together, pouring way more in myself. The rain cannot stop this. Ain't rocking these crystals for optics, not a magic at play like Hogwarts. You know that we at war, so I'm loaded and mad focused like God wrote this. I add dosage of that dope shit, ain't no more hoping. Heart open, purse the beat like surgery till they heard of me. The urgency of leaving this planet didn't occur to me. The 17 dark dreams and odd things happened in reality. That was not me. Fuck that. Toe tags and dirty rags to riches, mad stitches, but the pain made me strong. So when the vision came along, wasn't nothing to write me a new song. Transmuted into righting my wrongs, and now we gone. The worst thing you could ever ask is how long. When the time come along, you'll know it. Real gem from a poet, myself who I owe it to. Even when shit uncomfortable, remember to change the view. Dave B.
Another lecture, ain't no pressure for these peons. By the time they catch up, homie, we gone. Fly out the sky, get you high like the weed strong. Beast to the grave, damn, we be on. 10 years plus, like car seats, I'm strapped in. Never gotta worry what'd happen if I tapped in. Now I'm the captain, I steer the ship. Saturn return, let it burn, look more, not a spirit rich. I got a fever pitch, living out of Boston. Women kind of view stunning Steve Austin. Virgo moon, temperament is placid, but walking through my 12 is like tripping off on acid. We got an army of light, you not staring us. Light workers came here to fight, word to Aquarius. I do my shit in the sky, you know it, man. Slap a fool, call me Gemini, man.
What's good, fam, ladies and gentlemen? This is the Peace Dealer, and shout out to Nalo Kicking Knowledge, aka Gemini Brown. That was Dave B featuring Gemini Brown, and I'm gonna be in Atlanta in I think May or June, maybe this month. No, July, June or July for their conference. Probably July. I'm gonna be in Atlanta for July for the 717 conference. I'm gonna be doing a talk, so I hope to see you there. But other than that, I'll come out more with tickets and stuff like that. But other than that, I want to start these lives reminding for all of us to remind each other of our worth. No matter where you came from, you are in this portal. So clear your mind, clear your thoughts, let go of all your stress. You could project it, give it any worries. If you have any worries, doubts, if you have anything you're worried about, give it away to God right now. That you don't even need to be worrying about that shit. You're literally limitless and perfect. This is the 717 conference. Before we do said ritual. Ooh. Oh. 717 conference is a conference that's occurring in Atlanta. If you go to Dave Beyond TV or Dave B's channel, you will see it. The website, you can look at 717 conference. The location hasn't been announced, but you can go to 717conference.info@gmail.com. But if you go to @717 conference on Instagram, you will see more insight. I think the Pilot Man might be there. Kales might be there. So it's going to be pretty lit. I'm not even going to lie. And I'm grateful. He's a Pisces sun, so you know it's going to be a collective goodness. Anyway, let go, let God, y'all. Let go, let God. Let go of all your worries, all right? And now that you are clear, I want you to think of all of your wishes, everything that you wish to accomplish. I want you to think of your the greatest version of yourself. I want you to feel that as if you already have it, everything you've been working towards. Even if you don't know what that is, just the sense of satisfaction, because there's nothing that you have to even do. You just need to be. Fuck the bullshit of this do world. You just need to be, then do, then have. So what do you feel? What do you feel as someone who has that? Give yourself those desires now. Get into the practice of giving yourself those desires now. Don't see that and be like, I want that. Then you're just desiring. See that. Be like, I want that. Nice. I got that. Feel that like you have that. That's a skill. And what do you feel? What do you feel? What do you feel? You have it, right? You feel it as if you have it. Congratulations. All right. Welcome. I set the intention that this message that you receive speaks to you and you gain everything you're meant to gain and you're able to carry that and live that. Okay. Look at me. We are the limitless gang. We are the infinity gang, infinity clan gang. There's nothing that is impossible for you. I don't care about these other idiots who let limiting beliefs get in their way. I used to be such an idiot, but I got out my ego. I acknowledged that I was being stupid as fuck. I bossed up and I took my fucking power back. And you're doing that too. It's not you can do that. You are doing that too. We out here. We are out here. Congratulations. So before we step into this transit, okay, as we complete this Taurus cycle that we are completing, I want to make sure that you are not pussyfooting yourself. Do you know that that person you want is already yours? That the money you want, you already have. That the goals and success that you want, you already have. How would you move? I went from feeling, oh, I have to do this and that to wait, I'm him. I guide what happens. And now I walk more smoothly. Now I'm not in a rush because I have the joy of missing out. I'm not going to miss out on anything. I'm the opportunity, just like you're the opportunity. You create the opportunity. And until you can talk about your spiritual, you're a God, you're a creator all day. Every day you spend talking about where's my manifestation? Why isn't this happening yet? Why isn't this person talking to me? They won't like me like that. You're lying to yourself and you don't want to live a lie. Okay. So once again, this isn't some superficial delusional pretending. If you have to pretend, you'll realize you're not. You're not pretending to have it all. You are acknowledging that you exist beyond the physical and you don't need to see it real before it's real. You believe it first and then you see it. Okay. And so, how would you walk if everything you ever asked for is in a queue to come to you? It's either going to come right now or at the perfect time that your higher self believes it'll be there. You don't have to wait for it. You already know you intended for it. You already got it. Hit the like button on your way in. Literally ask and you shall receive. Okay. This mutual love breakthrough is based on Venus in Cancer, which is the Two of Cups. The Two of Cups in the tarot is mutual love. So the talking phase has completed through Gemini. And the goal of this Venus in Cancer is to develop the sincere purity of your heart to where with Cancer, we start to get emotional, nurturing, and a bit romantic. And this is where if you're connecting with certain people, you're going to develop that connection. You're going to be in a position that enables you to continue to move forward without the evidence of things seen. So don't necessarily, like many of you don't even realize that the universe is testing you heavy right now. The universe is putting you through a testing phase where it's like, hold on. He said that he's him. She said that she's her. Let's see. And so the universe is testing your beliefs, Saturn and Pisces. It's putting you in situations where you don't see evidence of this so that the universe can see, are you going to switch up? Are you going to start complaining? I'm guilty of this. I've been having to call myself out every day. I'm not going to act like I know I'm perfect, but I'm not going to act like I'm not making mistakes. There's this weird misconception that perfect people don't make mistakes. You don't know what perfection is. That's a false, illusory version of perfection. Everything in this world is perfect. The baby that got ran over by a car and the children who got saved from human traffickers, both the good and the bad, that's all perfect. So with that being said, you have to make sure you are passing this test to where no matter what experience you are in, you are going to maintain this state as the creator of your reality. That's going to let the universe know that's my dude, that's my girl. See, they didn't let their external circumstances change their inner state. Once your external circumstance can't change the power you have within, you are an untouchable motherfucker. Because someone's going to have a gun to your head You're gonna be like, shoot that gun. The worst you could do is kill my body, bitch. My soul will be here forever. And some of you have resurrection ability. So other than that, as you conquer this fear and as you conquer your own limits to become who you've always been, I want, like Job, I want you to just continue to move forward in faith, knowing that no matter how things see, even if things don't happen the exact way you want, it's aligned towards what you truly want. Because there are a lot of things you think you want that you don't truly want. That's why they don't manifest as quickly as you want them to, because you have to let yourself really prove to yourself you truly want it. And when you truly want something, you're not going to let anything stop you. Okay. So with that being said, all right, as you can see, this is 29 degrees Venus, June 5th, the middle of Gemini season. By the time we step into the full moon in Sagittarius, Venus is going to finish out of Cancer. Right now, the moon is in Aquarius. And so we are completing Taurus. We're going to have the new moon in Taurus. Then we're going to have the first quarter square in Virgo square Gemini. Then we're going to have the full moon in Sag. That is the entire Venus and Cancer transit. And this is going to add so much psychic quality of your heart. And this is going to literally add so much more swag by the time Venus goes into Leo, to where now you have the courage to express this heart, which will retrograde in Leo. And the Venus retrograde in Leo is going to completely switch the social dynamics. Leo is the first social sign. It's going to switch the social dynamics of how you socialize with others, because you know what's going to happen? You done boss the fuck up. So people who, when you gave your power away, you were chasing, you were like, I wish that person would like me. You were like, oh, I wish that person would give me a chance. The scales done fell from your eyes. You're like, wait a minute. Why was I projecting on this person so much? They gotta prove to me that they even worthy my attention. Some of you are already starting to feel that. And it doesn't have to be in an egotistical way. You're just not giving your power away. So when Venus goes into Leo coming into the summer, you're going to be in front of some of the same people who you wanted attention from, and they're going to be fighting for your attention. That's the Venus retrograde. That is the Venus retrograde that's going to be squaring Jupiter and Taurus and Uranus. It's going to be so crazy because you're going to be wondering if you've switched timelines. You did. You did. The nodal transits are having you switch timelines again. So with that being said, all right, what's also very, very amazing through this is with Venus, with Pluto that's getting ready to retrograde back into Capricorn by the time the sun enters Cancer. This is preparing for another reawakening of very powerful aspects of your body through the emotional power that will activate more deep psychic power. And so in preparation for the courage to express this in Leo, Venus in Cancer is deepening the sincerity of how uniquely you connect with the right people. And this is why I'm saying, for those of you who are tapped into your power and you know that you are deserving of the love that you want, Venus in Cancer is going to break you through this. For those of you who are claiming a relationship, if you actually put in the work to maintain this and express this towards what you do, you're not going to find this. It's not going to find you. You're both going to co-create this together, because this is not just about romantic connections. This is also about platonic connections that you dive into deeper and more intimately, because you're connecting at a much more sincere level, which opens up the psychic power. All right. And Venus in Cancer is going to soften the element of your heart to make you receptive to this supernatural psychic sense of receptivity. And it's going to allude you more to past life connections or future life connections, as well as spiritual connections that you share with someone else. This is going to reveal how mutual it's always been, especially for some of you who are connected to powerful people who are so afraid of their fame being shifted that they're afraid to approach you. And that's where you're realizing that your value is so powerful people have to choose between the world and you. That's what I was saying before. When it comes to following Christ as a disciple on that Instagram live, that verse said, if you do not hate your mama, your daddy, your sister, your brother, your wife, your husband, your friends, your own life, fuck out my face, nigga. Like, you cannot be my disciple. I don't fuck with you. Okay. That was that they edited it out because they Christianized the Bible, but that's how he said it for real. I was there. Okay. And basically, you got to be about it, because if you have attachments to anything in this world, then when that comes in between you and the truth, you're gonna have a tug of war. We not playing tug of war. Go choose the world. Then go choose them. You're not fucking ready for the kingdom. It is what it is. You would rather choose the world over your own soul. And then this shit is not meant to be easy. People approach spirituality like it's supposed to be fucking easy. Well, like who raised these fools? Like, you better get ready to put in that work. All right. You training your mind, your spirit, and your psyche. Your body grows old. You can try and train that all day. You have to train your mind. Your spirit grows with time. This is just facts. And for those of you who build this ark, you're preparing to leave this life to the next. Don't attach to this world. There's nothing for you in this world. You're here to leave your mark and move on to the next life. It is what it is. All right. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. Some of y'all aren't even from here. Some of y'all aren't even from here. Okay. So don't get discouraged. We are out here. You were born for this. Okay. Some of you, it's your last incarnation. You a builder. So embrace your role, because this is where shit coming into Leo is going to get super fun. As soon as Mars goes into Leo, this shit's about to get saucy. As soon as it goes over it's going to get saucy in Scorpio, but it's going to get really spicy before it gets saucy. All right. So, I'm going to now talk about the whole notion of the transits Venus are making. Okay, as we look now, that's the 29-degree point. As we look now that it's 5 degrees, it's making its trine to Saturn. So everything that you believe about what it is you're worth and meant to deserve is aligning with your heart. That means if you believe you're undesirable, if you believe you're not good enough for who you want, if you're still making excuses, if you're still letting people give you excuses, you have to remember that in your reality, I'm not talking about other people's reality. In your reality, your decisions, the way you perceive things, no one has free will. Okay. If you decide you want someone to be a certain way, how they act to you, that's what it is. And you have to stop letting people give you excuses. Why would you accept excuses for why certain people aren't showing up the way they need to show up? You don't need to force this. You don't need to go talking to people and asking them why. You need to go within, and you need to change the way you talk to yourself. Do you walk like you are the prize? Because if you're the prize, you don't go around waiting for people to win you. Like, who's going to win me? You're the prize. People are already pursuing you. They don't even know it's you they're going to make it to. You must embody that. You must feel that. You must rid any thought or doubt that gets in the way. You don't even have to fully believe it. Tell and talk to yourself that. That's it. You are that magical. You are that powerful. All right. And once you start doing that, you start to isolate the influences around you that reinforce your old way of thinking. Doesn't matter if those are relatives, quote unquote friends. Those are agents in the matrix. Pilgrim's Progress. He had to walk away from his own mother, 2 daughters and his wife, because they were saying he was crazy. He had a burden. He saw the whole town was about to get destroyed. They're like, you're fucking crazy. He had to leave. He wasn't trying to get destroyed. He saved his life. This shit is real, y'all. We're heading into an apocalypse period. So some of you are still trying to like fit into this society. How am I going to make it big? You're trying to make it big in an industry that won't exist in 2 years. Banks are collapsing. Markets are getting ready to collapse. The poles are getting ready to shift. This isn't a doomsday apocalypse prophecy. This is just regular routine schedule. Shit happens every few periods. And we happen to be here during the next period, the biggest one out of all of them. So the time is now. Do not wait for circumstances to occur until you could be happy now. You have to activate it now. And if you are dealing with negativity, do not bypass this negativity. Work with it, deal with it, feel those feelings. But just remember, you're a fucking boss, and it's not going to stop you from getting what the fuck you want. You have to keep telling yourself, putting in that work, choose to be here, present in the moment, create that magic. So as we look at Venus, that it's 5 degrees, let's look at the reflections. Venus is now trining Saturn. Venus is getting ready to trine Neptune like Mars is. Venus conjuncted Aries, and it's going to sextile coming into, well, it's going to square Jupiter once it's in Taurus, and then Venus is going to sextile Uranus. So the trine to Neptune and the sextile to Uranus, we're going to talk about that. This is what's going to open the doorway into this supernatural expression of the psychic potential of your heart. This is where you're going to start to induce more psychic abilities in your instances and dealings with others. Because relative to the conjunction that Venus had with Uranus and Taurus, now that it's going to sextile during this transit, that is opening the door to develop the emotional intelligence of the attitude of your value through the feelings that you act towards others. The feelings are based on Taurus. So if you have a low self-esteem, you're not going to make moves that you will be guided to make because you won't feel confident. Versus if you are tapped into how limitless you are, you don't care if you strike out. You don't care if you get rejected. You're not afraid of rejection. Someone who says no can come back to you and change their mind, or you can get with anyone else. So like, this is going to really confront how you might get in your own way because of pride, ego, or fear. But what do you have to fear? You're infinite. All right. This is the difference between people who just say that to make themselves feel better and people who live that, who produce miracles, who come into synchronicities and miracles every day. There is no striking out. There's only giving up, and you only miss 100% of the shots you don't take. So with that being said, that's not saying you have to take every shot. You don't want to force yourself to do stuff because society says that's just what we do. Do you? And if you stick out because of that, even better. In a world where everyone's trying to chase a sound and be like everyone else, the weirder and more unique you are, the better. So the trine that Venus is making to Saturn is empowering the perspective. You are aligning these beliefs to start to see results already in your relationships and how good they feel. You can activate that by feeling it now. You can activate this trine by believing everything in my life is perfect. I'm with my perfect partner already because I'm a perfect partner to match them. I'm already the quality of who I want in my partner. And now I feel like that moving forward. I don't have to see her in my reality. She exists in my heart. And I see her reflection in every woman. However she decides to express herself, I'm open to that. I'm not chasing nobody. Like, I don't expect anyone to chase me. But hey, if people chase me, I'm not surprised. I'm perfect. I'm not afraid to make any moves. When I get inspired to take action, I'm gonna shoot my motherfucking shot like I always do. I have taken my fucking power back. I'm not looking for her. Why would I look for her? I'm already with her. We is destined for us to get together, right? This is what you want to tell yourself. If what you want is a relationship, a friend, if you want a friend, I'm being a friend. That's going to attract a friend. If you want a lover, I believe I am already this. I'm going out in my life and I'm enjoying everything that I am experiencing. So I don't have time to look for a partner because I already believe that shit's taken care of. And what do you know? Right place, right time, boom, we hitting it off already. Okay. And there's no limits. If you want multiple crushes, if you want multiple people that you like and you want to talk to, don't limit yourself. This will help you know more what you want. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Um, at a certain state, when you realize what's possible, it'll help you fall back and be like, wait, do I really want this? Because I didn't think I could manifest it this easy. And that's when you know, oh shit, your options really are open. By the time Venus trines Neptune, this is going to keep you deeper into this state of aligning with these synchronicities and metaphysical influences that take you further into the depth of everything that is special about you. All right. So that's really the connection between us. And Mars, that's trine Neptune, is linking the sincere special activation of your psychic superpowers with supernatural abilities. So this trine that's activating right now, and as soon as it gets to 27, is going to intuitively guide you forward. And this is not mental. You have to really just be in a position to do as you feel. And it won't make sense while you're doing it. This is another aspect. From the first part of this Venus transit until we get into Gemini season, the next 8 days coming into Gemini season, what do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So as you can see, Venus will make it halfway, 15 degrees, and begin to sextile Uranus as soon as the sun goes into Gemini and Jupiter goes on a north node. So for the next 8 days, as Venus is polishing this source of your emotions, you're going to be guided to do things that feel right, but do not make sense logically. It doesn't have to make sense logically. Just do it. You'll know because you want to do it. Follow that. The sense will come once the sun comes into Gemini and you're starting to become aware of the actual logic of what's happening. You will now be able to sort through how you want to think of this or what you want to think of this. How is going to be Virgo. And this is where coming into Gemini season, the first 6 days of this, right? As we come into the square to Saturn, we'll be testing your beliefs relative to these thoughts. And by the time we get to the square, Venus is finishing its sextile with Uranus. So Venus sextiling Uranus is what's going to add supernatural expression of you using your superpowers with other people who have their superpowers. I want to once again illustrate the significance of Mars and Venus sextiling Uranus, that that 60-degree angle that is a Gemini angle that begins to enlighten the development of your skills. So the conjunction with Venus and Uranus innovated the supernatural quality of your heart's ability to manifest and work your finesse. Then when it went into Gemini, you manifested the intellectual understanding, the truth, the true beauty of expressing this innovation. This shit is legitimately like a game. The mathematics is literally the programming of this game. And Matrix, Sulada, thank you. I'm so glad you said that. And now the sextile is the next step where now that you've manifested the programming, Cancer is filling in the color of the lines that Taurus and Gemini programmed. This is where you start to feel shit getting groovy. Once we get to the square in Leo that Venus will retrograde, you're on stage having to break through those seeds of the ground by challenging yourself to socially express the courage of what you're worth. Because when Venus was on Uranus, you realized you're innovating this quality of what you're worth so that the Colby, we love you. Stop. So that the innovative quality of what you're worth and how you express that in relationships, right? In Gemini, you started to express the communication of that, talking about, you know what? I deserve this. I deserve this. I deserve this. I'm not going to accept this. Now in Cancer, you're feeling that. the actions you're taking through the sincere feeling is expressing that through how you're acting towards others. And once this is in Leo, you're on stage expressing this. Like, I deserve this. See, in Taurus, it's an internal realization. Like, wait a minute. I deserve this. In Leo, it's like, I deserve this. I deserve this. You better know. It's social. You're expressing this. And that's why it's a challenge. Can you bring that grounded confidence in Taurus to express in Leo while it's retrograding? And now external experiences are showing you that you're in a whole different game now. You have leveled up. You're not the same person you were before when you were letting people give you excuses. So this is a very, 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 very pivotal period. By the time we get to the third decan, the first 2 decans of Venus, from now till 15 degrees, 5 to 15 degrees is the rest of Taurus season. This the mastery of this manifestation is going to ground the deeper physical quality of how, put Scorpio and Pisces in the same room. I love that. Of how you personally step into your power by mastering the grounding of the manifestation of this quality in your body. Now it's time to enlighten your mind in Gemini. And now you're enlightening your mindset and ideas to facilitate and step into this quality of your power. Before Cancer season develops your psychic ability relative to the Pluto retrograde that's going to reawaken your psychic power post-evolution. Okay. And that's a lot of jargon and words that some of you get. But in a nutshell, this trend is going to make you so much more psychic in preparation for the sun in Cancer. And this is where people's insults and projections towards you, they bounce off because that's just their idea of you. That's not who you truly are. So you don't have to react insecurely because you know they're not talking to you. Like this is breaking through this bossing up of confidence to where you know people may be saying things about you, but they're not talking to you. They couldn't say that to you and walk away unscathed. So it don't bother you. That's just people down there talking up to you. And when you feel that, no one can take that feeling away from you. And that just basically pisses them off more because they can't get the reaction from you that they want from you. Why? You're limitless. You don't have to, you have to pay attention. So why would I pay attention to you? You're not even worth that. You gotta work harder for that. So I'm just saying, take your power back. And if you like God Clue, who does this now, this is just going to be so amazing for you. And you know, we slip up sometimes. We have egos. We could take things personally. You know what I'm saying? And when you do, catch yourself out of that and remember, wait, I'm fucking perfect. I don't even need to deal with this. Let's go. Because let me tell you something. The more you step into this power, the more these demonic forces are going to be hating on you because they have less they can manipulate you with. They have less to take from you. Okay. Carrie, I got your Venmo. For anyone who would like a romance oracle card, I will be looking at that. And also for any of you who would like a live reading so you can see what this Venus in Cancer transit will be like for you. The minimum for that is 40. Please send me your chart or like House of Judea sent your sun, moon, and rising, please. So I can interpret what this will mean for career and finances. House of Judea, thank you so much. I got you. Okay. Wait. Oh, I can do that. That's so awesome. I didn't know I could star super chat. Or I could start. Okay, that's awesome. All right. So relative to this, this is very, very beautiful because once Venus gets into the third decan, listen, claim, you see how Buddha is using her magical ability? She has already claimed that $40 is coming. I've done this before. I've written down on a piece of paper, I will receive a notification for $40 in 2 minutes. And that happened. I didn't know how I was going to do it. I didn't think about it. I didn't do repetitions. I just let it go. Boom. And just like I did that, you can do that. And we're reaching the state to where it can happen every time by the end of Taurus season. I do not do Vedic. I do Eastern. I do Vedic with tropical. So like I can do Vedic nakshatras, but with the tropical. I do not do sidereal. Sidereal is placebo astrology. Study told me they changed it for a reason. All right. Other than that, claim it. Claim it. Just remember though, when some of you make these manifestations, the reason why it doesn't happen is because you don't want it for real. For example, some of you may think you want $1 million, but if you get that $1 million, you might end up having to work more than you want to work. And now you have the $1 million, but you're doing stuff you didn't really want to do. So your higher self is like, nah, homie, you don't really want that. So really, really examine that. Ask yourself why you want what you want. For example, why would I want $1 million? Well, I want to have fun and I want to feel secure. Okay, feel secure now. So if $1 million would make me feel secure and not worried, then what you really want is the feeling of security. Feel secure now. And astrologically, if you notice, Aries is the first sign, right? What's the last of that? Water. Then from Leo, water. Then from Sag, water. All right, water. Shout out to Aquaman, some water. Water. Shout out to Ace Vein. So the reason why water ends the zodiac is because the end state of anything is how you feel. The results of everything that you want is to produce how it will make you feel. So if you want to hack manifestation, start from the end, live at the end state. How would you feel if you had what you want? Feel that. That'll get you what you truly want. Hey, y'all need to holler at me for readings. I am still 5 stars. I don't miss. I give amazing readings every day. They just get better. So I will be your therapist if you want me to. I got you on transit forecasts, natal chart reports, personal packages. Holler at me. All right. And if you're not able to afford these, just tune in to these. I make sure I show up at least 2 or 3 times a week so we can all win here. Okay. How do I manifest a place to live? I'm living in my trunk. Captain Switch. I love this. When I got kicked out of my uncle's house in 2014, when I created the Peace Dealer, I did not have a car. I did not have an apartment. I had nothing to my name. And I had nothing but faith to move off on. I didn't have anything. And I was able to turn that into a full-time career because I didn't have to know. I let the angels guide me. So how do I manifest a place to live? Captain Switch. You just have to decide you got that place already. Right now, right here, decide I am in the perfect place. I feel it. I love this house. And you might be wondering, well, what do I have to do? Why do you have to do anything? You have already decided you got the house. It's not going to fall in your lap. Just decide that. And you don't have to wait for it. Just keep moving forward. Okay. If you don't want to live in your truck, which you shouldn't have to, but props to you for keeping going, just hold on to that vision, because what happens is you're telling yourself the opposite. You might be like, damn, why isn't this like this? Why isn't this like that? When you just have to live from the end, flip that switch. It takes commitment. It takes devotion, because some people think it's easy. The reason why manifestation doesn't work for people is because you think it's simple. People think it's as simple as, well, all right, I want this. Why didn't it happen yet? You got to put it like if you want an idea of this, when you plant a seed right now, right? When you plant that seed, if someone were to ask you, how come it's not grown yet? You would look at them weird as fuck. Because when I started my channel in 2014, I didn't start making millions of dollars. I've never made millions of dollars doing this. It took 4 years for me to actually make a living starting to do this. And that's because I moved at a very slow pace. Thank you, Celestial Brina. But regardless, if a seed takes a while to plant, things can still manifest instantly. That's happened to me before. But you have to be willing to just move forward and put in that work to plant that seed. You cannot manifest what you don't already have. So I'm so grateful you asked that question. I want to honor Captain Switch for you for asking that, because it takes a lot of courage to come out and ask that. And that's the first step. If you're willing to make that switch, all you like, if I were to tell myself this advice 10 years ago, I would have told myself to shut the fuck up. I hated hearing that advice. I just have to tell myself it's mine. I just have to believe that I have it already. That's fucking stupid. Little did I fucking know, it is literally that easy. That's it. I try to make myself feel like I had to force this and do that. I have to make this happen. That's a fucking lie. I just had to decide, oh, I'm going to get it at the perfect time. It's already mine. If you know in your heart, you don't even have to do these techniques. Just know. And when doubt comes up to be like, oh, I wish I had more money in my bank account, you let that go and be like, bitch, I have all the money that I want in the world. Just because I don't have it in this one account doesn't mean that I'm still not the richest person alive. I'm not waiting for that to happen. I'm moving forward. I can look bummy as hell, and people will reasonably treat me like I'm a bum. But you know what I'm saying? I'm still walking with my head high like peasants, even though I'm looking like a straight bum, lips ashy and all that shit. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference. All right, now, do you have to be that extreme? If you want to? But basically, I love that you asked that question, because I was in a position like that before, where I had nothing but faith to operate on, and the angels had my motherfucking back every time. I would be dead right now. I would be dead right now. I got into a near fatal car accident the day after I made Unsubstantial Claims 1 on my, and wrote the song and moved from my old apartment. And I went off on Instagram Live, calling out Obama, calling out Hillary, calling out all these people. It was so bad that 6 different people who don't know each other, when they saw my car accident, they were like, it was because of that live he did last night. That's how. And then I wrote that song that I was going off. Car accident. A drunk driver possessed by a spirit ran a red light. The person at the passenger side walked up to me, because at the very last minute, Ultra Instinct turned on. And I was like, oh shit, move the body. Passenger side vehicle came out and said, thank you. If you did not move last second, I would have died. This shit is real. That's why I talk so much more reckless now. Like, that's why I don't take shit. This shit is real. And trust me, there's some forces that don't like us out here, and they will make attempts. But this is not the first time I've escaped death. I'm not a fucking afraid of death. You're going to have to try harder, bitch. You dark forces are going to have to try harder, bitch. You're not getting rid of me. You can try and silence me. It's not going to work. Okay, thank you. Remember? I was doing the devil card, talking about resisting temptation, and I wasn't smoking weed at the time. And this red suit little boy walked up, lying his ass off that very morning. I was like, the devil doesn't wear all red. That's a myth. That's a lie. Boy, was I wrong. This little ass white boy in all red, a red jumpsuit, came up like, hey, my friend said you want some weed. Go to that video. Go to day 15 of my 33-day ritual. It is documented right there. I didn't put the camera on him. You could see him talking to me, all red. I didn't even know his friend. Dude was lying. Fucking lying. Talking about, hey, my friend said you want some weed. I'm like, I'm good. I was laughing. I'm like, thanks, bro. Like, I mean, I'm not smoking right now. I'm good. Thank you, though. Down to his kicks. Down to his shoes. This is not a joke. This is no joke. This is a spiritual war. And they want you to play around like it's a fucking joke. Okay? And so for those of you who are taking this shit seriously, that's why you going through these difficulties or challenges, but that's why you coming out stronger than ever. Okay. And so by the time we get into this point in Gemini season, and Jupiter is on the nodes, and Venus is at the last decan, as you can see here, okay, this is putting you in a very powerful position to master the depth of how powerful the sincerity of your heart is. Day 15 of 33 on the 33-day ritual. They want your soul. Trust me. That's valuable currency here. All right. That being said, let's actually go back once again just to kind of illustrate the buildup to this, because the first part of this is wetting the waters of your heart. Mercury retrograde is communicating with Venus, and it's starting to give you a different perspective of how to communicate sincerely and assertively with what it is you want to accomplish. June 11, y'all, I'm going to turn 33. So now that this is trining Saturn, a lot of the magic is going to kick in. Okay. And this is putting you in a position to very powerfully align with the beliefs that you were tested with Gemini. So with Gemini season, or when Venus was in Gemini, right? If this put you in a position to, as you were, of course, tested on these thoughts, if you pass that test, you're getting ready to align with those thoughts. And even if you thought negatively, you could still switch it up. Does Venus in Cancer not speak to energies of home and heart? I wouldn't see why not. That's a very does Venus and Cancer not speak to energies of home and heart? I mean, they can. The home, Cancer, heart, Venus. So it's in a sense, if that fourth house is the home, or comfort, Cancer is really going to be that sincere nurturing. So Venus and Cancer are definitely going to speak towards comfort, nurturing quality, and super psychic powers. And that's really the untapped version of Cancer in this materialist reductionist world that has lied to you and convinced you that Cancer are just emotions. First of all, emotions are entities that possess you. I'm going to have to start channeling. Please, Galactic Federation, do not fuck my shit up because I reveal these secrets. Y'all be hanging on me. But other than that, shout out to the Galactic Feds. Basically, what you think emotions are like one thing I'm going to introduce the concept of, because a lot of you are ready for this. As a magician, do you intend for what you want, or does that intention intend you? Really think about this here. Everything that you imagine, how do you know it's not alive? How do you know it doesn't exist beyond you? Did you imagine that and create that? Or did that imagination use you as a human vessel to manifest it? So you're thinking you created something. What if it used you to create it? What if your ideas are alive? What if your thoughts are things? What if everything you imagine is an entity? What if emotions aren't really your feelings? You're taken over by emotions. If you look at the etymology of emotions, it's more akin to ghosts. The vibe, Pisces, of the feeling, Cancer. What if this water aspect are entities that inspire you through feeling these feelings that take you over? Did you notice emotions just take you over? What if you're being possessed by a feeling to carry out an action? This is why detachment and being able to know what emotions and thoughts are here. When you know you're not the mind, you'll know what are your thoughts and what is an invading frequency trying to influence you like it's your thoughts. Once you start to really ponder on that, you're going to dive into the other side of magic, where instead of trying to control things, you know that you are an avatar of God. You know that you're an instrument of the Holy Spirit, and you can allow spirit to flow through you. All right. This is something that I feel like Pisces and water signs are aware of very much so. And this is what Venus in Cancer will really help you guide as far as how you direct this. So anyway, the magic is going to align coming into tomorrow as the moon goes into Pisces. And this is a very magical day because when the moon goes into Pisces, trining Venus, trining Saturn, this is going to reinforce what it is you believe. We are the body of God, baby. The fire signs are the passion. The earth signs are the body. The air signs are the mind. And the water signs are the soul. Okay. So what's really, really key about this, and thank you for your PayPal, Wayne. Thank you, Katie, for your Venmo. I got you guys. What's very, very key about this is with the moon that's going to be trining in Pisces, you're going to feel the whole notion of this conduit, of this water, of these emotions, reinforcing the alignment with these beliefs so that you can start to see forward motion with this trine moving towards. You will be inspired to take actions, to express your feelings in a certain way. If you are afraid to express certain feelings to someone because you're expecting a result, don't share your feelings with them. If you want to share your feelings with someone, just to share your feelings because you'll feel good sharing that, don't hold yourself back because you're scared. There is a difference. One is trying to force a result. The other is inspired action. Where in the second way, whether you get a response, whether you get the response that you want or not, you don't care about that. You just wanted to express your feelings. That's how you do it. Okay. This is where things are going to start to align with this value you have completed harvesting to where you're going to feel more like the boss you've always been. Shout out to Manifesting Secrets. I just started following or subscribing Manifesting Secrets on YouTube. She teaches you how to boss the fuck up. All right. I would definitely check her out. She is fucking fire. She don't sugarcoat shit. And so I'm talking a bit like her when I'm saying boss the fuck up. Okay. Because boss the fuck up. You don't need, there's no excuses here. You are the creator of what you want. And it's okay to adjust as we make tweaks. Let your MF and balls hang, your motherfucking balls hang. Okay. And we are here for each other. The 11th house aspect of this is going to align you with the divine dream team that affirms and confirms this value. Her name is Manifesting Secrets. Okay. Let me show you the channel. She's fucking dope. I've been binge watching like a lot of her videos. I just like her delivery. Like it's a really good reminder. Here you go. Manifesting Secrets. There she go. That's her channel. She definitely does not have nearly as much subscribers as she deserves. So show her some love. She definitely gonna get there regardless. But yeah. That being said, this is very, very, very amazing because by the time the moon goes into Pisces, a lot of synchronistic experiences are going to align this divine understanding of how everything you've been doing has been working. This reveals metaphysical, thank you. This reveals metaphysical experiences and influences that put you in a position to, with the function of feeling, direct and understand the whole notion of how your faith, Pisces, the understanding of faith, moon and Pisces, has actually been and had your back the whole time. But you just don't want to really slip into doubt and negativity. And I don't think any of you are there anymore. I think you know your power, right? So can you believe that? Come on, Linus. Pimping as usual. The bridge is ready. Shout out to Nikki D. Did an amazing gift reading for you today. And Blue Flame. Thank you, Anne, by the way. So with that being said, thank you, Amy, not Anne. Thank you, Amy. I was about to say. So with that being said, 3:57 a.m. I could give it up. I'm giving away my nudes. So with that being said, and I'm so glad Ton of Vision said this is history. Like You know what I'm saying? Like a lot of what we're just experiencing right now has never been done and will never been done. You could say that about any day, but like just embrace that part of the present. So yeah, as we move forward, okay, this puts you in a position to come into the new moon. And as we come into the new moon in Taurus and kick off this cycle now with Venus, by the time the moon goes over Venus, remember the sun is in Gemini. This is very important. So by the time the sun is in Gemini coming into the 23rd of May, right? Shout out to 3:57 a.m. gang. By the time the sun goes into Gemini, this is going to now shift the focus towards manifesting this psychic sincere power, because now Venus will be second house to the sun, and the enlightened awareness that synthesizes the true clarity of what Gemini you are experiencing is going to provide the perspective for what direction to move deeper in as Venus continues in Cancer. Okay. Yo, tell me why a Cancer woman texted me that yesterday. Oh, shit. Yo. I made a mistake, y'all. I gave someone too much orgasm. She don't want to leave me alone now. Oops, I said too much. Anyway, yes. Boy, you Cancer women are clingy, son. Hold on, I'm not gonna go in. Hold on, I love Cancer women. Y'all are amazing, but y'all don't, man. Y'all don't even want to give people space. Y'all be like, what you doing? You up? What's up? What's up? Bitch, we just had sex like 2 hours ago. What are you talking about? We just did it yesterday. Like, literally, let me have my space. Like, what the fuck? But was I up though? I was just about to go to sleep. It is what it is. I was just gonna go to sleep. It is what it is. Yep. Y'all wet though. Y'all stay wet, and I love that about you. Oh, Cancer woman got that drip, especially you Sag moons. Ooh, you Sag moons. Y'all fire. That's all I'm about to say. I'm not gonna say too much. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, all right, my bad. I don't like the kiss and tell. So yeah. That being said, yo, I had to learn this. I had to learn that y'all get around. And I'm not hating. I am not hating. I'm taking notes. It is what it is. But like, yeah. Other than that, so he was up. Oh my God. So other than that, yeah, this is wild. Nah, she ain't watching it live. I know that. Is it is? Nah, I'm just joking. She probably laughed though. But other than that, this is really, really, really important because personally, the attitude. Nah, she was talking about I'm single now. I hope you don't catch feelings because I don't even want to do that. I just got out of a relationship. And that turned into her trying to make me her unofficial boyfriend. She was trying, like, you ever have someone like treat you like a boyfriend, but you single? It's like, think of your fucking mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, she wasn't like doing that, but I noticed that. It's like, we single, but you want to come all over every day like you my girlfriend. And she had just moved into town, so I could understand, but it is what it is. We cool though. The Cat Moon kicked in real quick, like, bitch, I need my space. She actually moved from New Jersey. We're both from Jersey, but like, yeah. But you know something that she said that was wild to me. All right. Something that she said that was wild. And I need to say this because it applies with manifestation. And it was such a huge game breaker. She had started watching me years ago. And while she was with her Aries boyfriend, she knew we were gonna fuck. And that was her words. Those were her words. Like, not like, oh, we're gonna be together. She just knew that we would somehow meet and happen years ago. I don't know how you ladies be knowing that. But the reason why I mention that is these are how things were set in place years before. And I was completely oblivious to this. And just how I was completely oblivious, you know what I'm saying? You don't already know what's already being set up for you. Right. She said it and detached. She manifested me, which Cancer women manifest me all the time. It's fucking crazy. I swear I was going to go visit this one Cancer lady. Beautiful, beautiful woman. Had Venus on her rising in Virgo, straight goddess. And I didn't even want to go see her. I didn't even feel like seeing her. I still ended up there. I'm like, you powerful as hell. She had crystals all over her desk and shit. I'm like, you powerful as hell. You manifested the fuck out of me. She's like, yeah, I know. Then gave me the dopest angel reading of my life. Cancer, you need to chill. Cancer woman, you need to chill. Okay? We know you're psychic, but you be using that shit too powerfully. Like directing people's lives and shit. It is what it is. The way she smiled too, like, yeah, I know. Like, y'all don't even hide it anymore. Y'all used to hide that shit. Y'all used to be mad subtle with that shit. Nope. It is what it is. He said, bro, we can't. It is what it is. But that's another thing too. A lot of, and this is why I asked you that question before, a lot of what you think you're manifesting, how do you know it's not manifesting you? Because remember, what you seek is seeking you. And you also have to really give leeway to the higher version of yourself that's like, I know you want that, but I want to give you that. And you're going to like that more. So if personally you are in a position where you're seeing things that are opposite from what you want, do you have the faith to to still desire what you want, but be okay with just like not letting the circumstances get you out your train of thought? Okay. That way you're not so attached to what you want that, for example, some of you might really want to be with someone. Then you see them get engaged. I've seen real life stories of people come out of engagement and not get married to that person because that other person was like, no, that's my person. Damn, I don't care if they're engaged. I'm going to be with them. We're meant to be together. And they don't go through that engagement and we get with them. But in another common case where that person does go through with the marriage, right? Are you going to let your intention stop trusting the process? You're not waiting for that person. You still know that you're going to be with them, but you're still living your life. And while you're living your life, oh my gosh, now you met someone else who's more aligned with you because you weren't waiting. You weren't attached. Like, I have to be with this person and only this person. You're like, no, that's my partner. They could be with whoever. They gonna be with me. I'm not even tripping. I'm living my life. And you can change your mind. Like, these things happen, right? So just keep that in mind. So with this in mind, if you get really tapped into the core essence of what it is, just keep on living because you will always get what it is you desire. You just have to be willing to adapt without having to compromise on what it is you want. Anyway, once we step into the final part of this transit, as we get into the final 20 degrees, that trine from in between the sextile, right, on the 28th of the 27th of May, really the 26th. So I want you to look at the 26th of May. Okay. It depends. Some Sag moons have to be careful of you. Or you because Sag moon is wild as fuck though. Sag anything is wild. Y'all don't. Ugh. I learned that EDP 445 is a Sagittarius. And that's when I realized y'all are just fucking wild as hell. EDP 445 got 1 million subscribers being known for saying the wildest shit. Like, dude is literally being played on TV, playing shit that you would never hear anyone else say. His name is Eat Dat Pussy 445, and he was a famous YouTube celebrity who got famous saying the wildest shit on YouTube. Then I found out he was a Sag. I was like, you motherfuckers can do anything. I don't understand. They're playing him cursing on live television, talking about the wildest. This dude nonchalantly talking about I beat my dick 46,216 times. He said nonchalantly, I beat my dick so hard my left leg was numb, and got millions of views from that. I don't understand. Like, y'all, it's like, wow. Y'all literally can just say whatever. It don't matter. It's just like, it is what it is. Y'all, it's just the ascended level of this. And it taught me a lot about that archetype, given what he got caught doing. And that's what I was going to say. What's the difference between him and Andrew Tate? Because Andrew Tate, you also said Andrew Tate said wild shit. I'm like, no, guys, that's just Sagittarius. Why don't you guys understand? That's just Sagittarius. That's what the fuck they do. They gonna that's Patrice O'Neal talking about, I don't want everyone to laugh at my jokes. Some of you motherfuckers should be offended at what I say. It's not gonna be fun. Half people should laugh. That's Sagittarius. These are the gods of comedy. They know how to fuck with people's head. And the reason why I want to reference Sag personally is because there's no Sag. And there's no Virgo. And so only with Gemini of thoughts and Pisces of beliefs, that opens up this vision without this focus to where you can see anything, but you may be lacking meaning and context. So until we get to Sag season, this lack of fire creates this darkness. And that's where you need to keep a Sagittarius around you. I'm going to be honest. Alex Jones has one of the most extraordinary charts I've ever seen in my whole life. He has that triple grandeur trine like Chris Witecki has. This dude's chart is legit. Uranus on the moon, I think Jupiter on the sun in Aqua, some crazy shit like that. Saturn in Gemini. That's when I knew this motherfucker's an alien for real. Probably a double agent, but an alien for real. Anyway, you need to keep fire signs around you. I'm trying to click up with the Leo, but I definitely want to get with Sagittarius too, because we're in a period of darkness. So if you're not around light, it's going to be dark for you. I'm gonna be honest. If you don't have your own fire energy, try and find a fire sign. They're definitely going to be in rare commodity. Yeah, good luck with that. But yeah, if you find the right Sagittarius, they'll pave the way for you. Okay. What's really key here though, from May 28th, I want you to see the sextile with Uranus, right? And then as we move forward from the 26th, all the way to June 3rd. See that? To the trine of Neptune. So from March 26th to June 3rd is a supernatural breakthrough period. The Uranus sextile opens the door from the conjunction in Taurus, and it starts to express through your heart the psychic feeling of the supernatural quality of the electricity that draws from your body. This is going to subconsciously induce more confidence, more swag. You're going to induce intuitive psychic abilities towards your dealings with others. And by the time we reach the trine, the metaphysical unseen dynamics through Neptune and your imagination, you're going to see crazy ass synchronicities that are guiding your heart on what direction and love into. And that's where in Gemini season, now you're starting to gain more insight than ever on what the fuck is happening, leading into the full moon in Sagittarius, the end of this transit, where we have completed everything and Venus is getting ready now to have sex with Mars and Leo and to retrograde near the end of the sign. Black Goddess, if you would like a live reading, click the description box below. I'm going to do these oracle cards. If you would like an oracle card, please specify 20 for 1, 30 for 2, 40 for 3. Or if you do minimum 40 and you send your natal chart, I can do a live reading of your natal chart, give you a brief synopsis of Venus and Cancer and what that's going to be like in your chart. Okay, really great question. Now that we have finished this facet of this, I just want to let you know how by the time Venus now is opposite Pluto in Aquarius, your relationship and love life will never be the same again. I hope you know that. By the time Venus is opposite Pluto in Aquarius, still square the nodes, your love life is never going to be the same, because this is going to quintessentially transform the quality of the type of people you date, the people who are into you. The quality of the people who are into you are going to skyrocket because you have evolved and skyrocketed your value. And now your inner world is reflecting this out. And this is where, through Venus and Cancer, if you practice manifestation, you're going to have more accelerated results than people who don't practice manifestation and waver on what they're worth. If you're practicing manifestation and you're feeling a whole lot of what this feels like for you to actually be in this state of the love fulfilled, this is going to put you in a position. Single for my whole life. What's good? Shout out to that streak. This is beautiful, because another thing that I want to also, when I'm talking about love and relationships, the most important relationship that's going to be established is with yourself. So I know I'm talking about romance, but I'm not forgetting those of you who are single and happy. The best thing you can ever be in your life is single and happy. This isn't the 1500s where women were sold as, bride prices. This isn't the 50s where marriage was basically the in thing to do. This is the greatest period in all of human history to be single. Like, you have so much, don't give your power away. Like, you have so much power, okay, in just being single, whether you have kids or not, in being able to actually enjoy your life. Being in a relationship is so awesome, but I'm saying don't act like being single is worse than being in a relationship. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. In order to enjoy the relationship that you're going to be in, you have to take your power back and know that you're not just throwing yourself for someone, you're giving someone the opportunity to be with you. All right. So I just wanted to say that because I do focus, it's still wanting to be in a partnership is very beautiful. And you really get to experience each stage relative to where you're at. But but yeah, what's really, really, really amazing is Venus in Cancer is going to wash your heart. It's putting you through a car wash. Think about it. Cancer is the makeup artist. So once Venus and Mars is in Leo, you're on the red carpet, baby. You're transforming your mind and ideas. Infinite Light Divine, this will be free. Transit talks are for the people, okay? Once you're on the red carpet, baby, you looking fabulous. Pose for the camera. Get off my shoes, bitch. I paid $1,000 for this. You don't, well, excuse me. Anyway, yeah, pose. You get to be all bougie. You get to be all fucking, you know what I'm saying? You know how Leos do. It's cool. You came into the room. It's what it do. Look at me throwing shade on Leo. But like, yes, this is going to be lit. This is going to be, Leo is the definition of awesome. I don't care what no one says. That's the best zodiac sign. The reason why Sag is the best, because Leo is the best. And Leo is just like a drunk, Sag is just like a drunk Leo. It's a magic Leo. They're the same. I swear they're the same. One is just wild as fuck. The other one is royal and slightly narcissistic. But other than that, you're going to be on the red carpet. Your swag is going to be dripping on 100,000 because Leo is fucking awesome. Leo is the best. It's the sun. You're going to be feeling so much courage. It's going to be squaring Jupiter and Uranus. You coming with so much worth. It's going to be mad dramatic. You're going to have so much courage. And the preparation for that is Cancer. You have to clean yourself up there because you don't want to show up in the red carpet smelling all stinky. You don't want to be smelling like shit, looking like a bum. Unless you're the PC on the show. Even I'm going to look up. I'm going to look really fly. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have my OnlyFans body. I'm going to have my OnlyFans then. I'm officially a print artist, by the way. By the summer, I'll have my OnlyFans. You're gonna be seeing print, and more print. I'm a print artist. Okay, I'm gonna do strip tarot and give you some print. That's it. It is what it is. I'm not gonna do porn, but like, yeah, son, I'm gonna be have my swag in the Leo. It's gonna be yep. I'm officially a print artist. Okay. So if you go through this Venus and Cancer feeling all negative, woe is me. How come no one loves me? I do everything. I try and just get difficulty. Feeling like a straight bum, then you gonna smell bad when it comes to Leo. All that lack of self-esteem, all that low confidence. Ew. Leo hates lack of self-confidence. The best way to turn off a fire sign, especially a Leo, is to hit them with this timid shit like, hey, I hope you want to like me. Okay. Water signs love that shit. Water signs love to feed on you when you're weak and vulnerable. Yes, because it's like, ooh, he has 1 HP left. All right, let me show up. Let me nurture them and get them addicted to me. And even some water signs don't like that either. But water sign, you could do that to a Pisces. A Pisces will be like, oh, you're so pathetic. Oh my God, look how pathetic you are. I will love you at. You can't do that to fire. You can't do that to no fire sign. Like, get this bitch ass thing out of my face. The fuck is this? The fuck is this weak ass shit? This weak ass shit out of my face. We're gonna talk with your fucking voice. We're gonna say it with your chest when you talk to me. That's just how you gotta be with fire. That's just how you gotta be with fire. It is what it is. I didn't get it at first, but then I realized I stepped in, I bossed up, I understood, like, oh, okay, I just can't be a bitch. I get it. So, like, yeah, you enter that Leo, you enter that Venus, Mars, and Leo, all courageous, ready to go, you straight. And you have to take the time through Cancer to clean, wash your legs, wash your titties, wash your face, wash your ass. Really go through any nook and cranny where you feel this lack of confidence and give it love. Release that feeling. Be like, listen, you have no place in me. Bye, bitch. We confident over here. We get what we want over here. Even when it doesn't feel like it. This is what you're being tested on right now. Even when you don't feel like $1,000,000, do you still walk like you are a gajillion bucks? That's not easy. And you will slip up, but dust yourself up, get back up again, like the late Aaliyah told us all. I was about to get conspiracy theory with that, but still, we get what we want. So, with that being said, I wanted to make sure that I illustrated the sincere psychic element of developing more courage and confidence to express your feelings, but like a boss, not all timid, like, I like sing that shit if you have to. I wanna do you, ooh, 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 and I know you wanna do me too. And then on Leo, you have a choreographed team on stage through Libra season, and that gets more social, but you're still cleaning up your individual act, practicing in the mirror. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? What's really key here is to really work through the challenges, because now the reason why I wanted to show you that we're still sextiling is we're still activating. Once we get into Leo and moving forward, we're getting ready to integrate and harvest a lot of what we activated Aries, Taurus, Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. Okay. And that's going to start a lot of the Virgo energy. So the best way to do this, I really, and all prayers out to Jamie Foxx. They're trying to kill that man. I really hate this. Just like they killed Prince, just like they killed DMX, they trying to kill this man because, you know, he actually revealed some shit. I'm not going to say who's doing it, but this man better not die or there will be hell to pay. Anyway, that being said, what's really key is relative to this power that you are developing. Venus is also going to activate through your heart psychic abilities with the Uranus sextile Neptune trine that facilitate your ability to move forward. I fully believe DMX, despite the autopsy report, died because of something else. That's just me. It is what it is. But yeah, okay, nice. He's fine. That's what's up. I heard the headlines were misleading, that he's actually doing well, and that better be the case. But other than that, what's really, once again, key here is relative to these series of completing and also putting yourself in a position to tap deeper into, this element of how deeper you're able to tap into your own heart. One thing that trips people up when it comes to manifestation and living this reality is sometimes you feel like there's a certain way you have to do it, but you want to center this around you. For example, you might feel like, oh, I have to do A, B, and C to get what I want. But no, you don't have to do anything. You have to decide and feel within yourself that you already have it. It's not as simple as just let me feel it and then I have it. It is a reinforce. In order for magic to work, Gemini, Virgo, Sag, and Pisces, it's the axis of magic. You have the thought and the vision, Gemini, Sag, and then you just reinforce your beliefs with repetition. That's how you strengthen any magic spell. You just repeat until it becomes a thing. And you can do this the active way, where you're saying 50 million affirmations over and over, not to force anything to happen, but just to reinforce your state. You're not saying it because you want anything to change. You really believe this. Or you can just say it once, let it go. And once that thought comes back, you just reinforce that thought. Literally, I can manifest this right now. I just made $1 million tax-free. It's in my checkings account. I just manifested that right now. Now, I don't have to do anything. Every time that thought comes back, I'm just going to reinforce, oh yeah, $1 million, it's in my account. And every time that thought comes back, I'm just reinforcing. I'm not waiting it. I'm not forcing it. And that's how I'm literally creating this bag. But our egos get in the way. Our pride gets in the way. When is it going to happen? I want it now. Why can't I make it happen now? You did make it happen now. The thing is, guys, if you were to look at the true nature of reality, if you were to look at the fact that, as scientists have proven, you're like 90% energy, you're like the physical part is less than like 10% of what you are. If you were to see as a fly in the wall that once you think something, it's created in the ethers, it takes time, or instantly, which is still a measure of time, to come physically. When you're fully aligned with who you are in higher dimensions and you intend something, that's when it comes quickly. It comes instantly. You're fully aligned. If you are not fully aligned, having to wait is not a bad thing. You're not really waiting. Everything is now. That whole feeling of waiting is an illusion. So if you were to see how you create that and then your doubts cancel what you created, it would change. You would be so much more serious about how it is you step into your power. So Black Goddess asked a really important question. How do Leos manifest? I can't tell you that because you are not a zodiac sign. So a sun in Leo, a sun in Taurus, a sun in Gemini, a sun in Cancer. I know what you're trying to ask, but I have to address this because we can trip ourselves up this way. Sun in Leo, sun in Taurus, sun in Gemini, they all manifest the same way. They all have blood flowing through. You are all the zodiac signs. You focus on it. So I think what you're wanting to ask, I wanted to say this just so people don't misunderstand your question. In what ways do sun and Leos manifest that's different from maybe a sun in Pisces or a sun in Cancer? Because the method of manifestation is completely the same, right? Like, you would think it's from the heart. Leos are going to be a lot more passionate, and you'll say that air signs are a lot more mental, but realistically, you do the same thing. You actually have to use all facets of your elements. However, to answer your question, fire signs are going to focus more passionately Air signs are going to focus more mentally. But it is a fallacy to tell you that one person does by the heart and the other person does by the mind. You're circulating every single element at once in ways you don't even perceive. It's just in order for this to break down so we can understand it, we break things up into parts and pieces. But at all times, you are expressing all of the zodiac. The reason why we have to break it down is for idiomatic languaging so that it can make sense to you. But like you're in it, like for example, we'll say as a Leo, you're using your Leo energy, but you're using all of the signs at once all the time. You just have your conscious focus in one area, but you're still connecting along. And the reason why I want to say that is I don't want to limit you and be like, oh, as a Leo, you have to use your heart, because that will limit you. You're not limited. You're not a Leo. You were just born under the Leo zodiac sign. You are a limitless being and you can do whatever you want. But I'm glad you asked. Leo as a fire sign, of course, is going to focus passionately on the heart. So, you know, the more but see, every Leo does not manifest the same way. If they're air sign moon Leo, if they're earth sign moon, if they're a water sign moon Leo, they can manifest like a water sign does. But everyone manifests through imagination. So it is what it is. Cosmic Rainbow, appreciate you. I'm really loving the love. Okay. So I just wanted to really express these things because as you clean yourself up here and move forward with no doubt, this is opening up the space for you to really create. Sagittarius and dancing is like a cheat code, but this opens you up to really express the amazing quality of how powerfully you can deepen the holy sincerity of your heart and let that guide you. And when I say let your heart guide you, the heart is ahead of the consciousness. So your heart is going to be guiding your conscious awareness. Once the sun crosses post retrograde, your consciousness will be following will be leading your heart. And that's how our desire and heart are leading forward at this stage before we, of course, it gets caught up with. Okay. And this is where with everything you do, if you infuse and live physically as if you are with every action bringing in your manifestation, you're no longer waiting for it. It's fun now. You've left the work. See, what you have to make sure you do is to stop doing the heavy lifting that your spirit's meant to do. The metaphysical aspect of your body, your spirit, does the heavy lifting. All you are is the manager. You're using your five senses to see your external reality. Be like, what about it do I want to change? Because the external reality doesn't influence what I have, but I'm not attached to it. So inside yourself, what is it that you want? Feel it inside. That's what's going to project outwards. Your spirit sets up the circumstances for you to step into this and manage physically. And bossing up is a state of mind. You're the boss of your life. Thank you, Anita Smith. And I really just want to, once you kind of step back and just really get out your own way, this is going to be super fun. The first part of this year is to work out the kinks so that as we integrate it, now we've gotten out our own way and we're just manifesting smooth like water. Now, people who are through microaggressions wanting to undermine your value and worth, you know who you are. See, it hits different when you know what you're worth. Right now, the moon is in Aquarius. You are completing the harvest of knowing your worth. And no one can talk shit on you now because you know what you're worth. Now once you know what you're worth, now you know the psychological reasoning behind why people are trying to try you. Now you know what's making people insecure to even try you in the first place because of the ignorance of who you are and what you're worth. And once you know that, nothing can touch you. Nothing can really get to you. Yeah, they can wear at you physically. That's it. No one is powerful because they can manipulate you to do things physically you don't want. It makes them weak because they have to try and force you. I don't have to force someone to do anything. I just have to say the word, and that's it. And that's the type of confidence that's going to build this arc to break you through into the new world. Is it safe to say mind, rising, body, sun, spirit, moon? I love this. I love this. Okay. So mind, rising, body, sun, spirit, moon. I'm not sure entirely the correlation. Oh, I see what you mean. So this is actually a good question. Personally, I used to believe that the sun is your spirit, right? But now I realize Mercury is your mind. And I used to believe that the spirit, well, the sun is your spirit. I used to believe that the spirit is your mind, and they are linked. Okay. So you have your mind, which connects your spirit, your sun, through your mind of Mercury. And then you have your soul. I learned that the soul is the body. So even though the rising is the appearance and you can say your body, what's really interesting is, especially Jujutsu Kaisen, which spoke on this, the theory was that the soul precedes the body. And I learned that your body is your soul. The body is the physical representation of your invisible soul. The body is what your soul looks like. So, whereas the moon is your soul, you could say the rising is your physical appearance, identity, and body, your embodiment. And then the sun is your spirit, and Mercury is your mind. Venus is your heart, and then Mars is that part. So you have Mercury, Venus, Mars, Tantian moon, spirit, sun, and then of course, you're right. So really, really good question. Really, really good question. So personally, now that you see what we're set to go through, I want this to inspire you to move forward with your feelings, okay, and express this accordingly. God Clue, really good question. Some people will say your sun is your ego, your rising is your ego. Your ego is a facet of the brain that doesn't register in the brain, it's an illusion. So personally, I would say none of them, some could say the sun is your ego, but it's really your spirit. It's the identification of how you express who you are. And you could say that's your ego. So be careful about that, because you need that to express. Like I understand giving into your ego, but be careful of that. Let go of your ego so much, because how do you express yourself without your sun, right? But your soul is your moon, who you are at the core, the reflection of your subconscious feelings. Okay. Or you could say your subconscious mind versus your mind, moon versus Mercury. So, yeah. That being said, whew, like you don't have all that Sag, but it's cool. But it's cool. Oh shit. Yeah. Right. So now that we've kind of covered that, I'm going to pull romance oracle cards for all 12 signs. And I'm very grateful and honored to serve each and every single one of you. So basically, I see all the live readings. For those of you who sent 40 for reading, please make sure you send me your chart. Isaiah Hawk, I got your chart. Katie, I got your chart. Sonja, I got your sun, moon, and rising. Thank you very much. And yeah, let's get it. Wayne, I got the sun, moon, and rising. Thank you very much. Awesome. For Annie, all right, cool. Beautiful. So before I go, for those of you who want live readings, please feel free to join the queue. Word, King Peace Deal, I love it. The Prince of Peace. So other than that, And of course, House of Judea, I got your Sun, Moon, and Rising. So I'm gonna go down and give you a romance oracle message. Of course, the one for your Sun, Moon, and Rising is going to be the more direct message, but every single zodiac sign has a message for you. Okay. Aries, Venus is going to be in your fourth house. Venus in the fourth house is going to really polish how sincerely you break through your comfort zone and how comfortable you are, expressing this mutual love in a home space, how comfortable you are being vulnerable with people, and also healing certain elements of your personal confidence. Okay. So we do have attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And we do have this with soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. This is your main card. So Aries is saying you're going to be more clear on who your soulmate is than ever. And the more you really enjoy this present moment, the better. Okay. Aries, of course, deals with identity. So shout out to the Aries. And this is Aries' message for you as well. Okay. Taurus, this is going to be in your third house. This is going to develop the attitude and mindset of how much more emotionally intelligently you express your heart, and the whole notion of how much more smooth you're able to develop skills and polish these skills as well. The body is our soul's creation manifestation. That is a fact. And through that body, it can express the spirit that gives life to your body. Let go of control issues is the underlying theme. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. Naturally. Okay. So the main card we have from Taurus is separation. Time apart from your partner is on the horizon. And this is really important because for many of you listening to this, you're not separated from anybody. So this is saying that the separation period for a lot of you is over. This period of maybe being isolated, versus those of you who, once again, this is talking about let go of control issues. So this could really speak towards a more metaphysical sense of distancing yourself from that which you don't really need around you. Doesn't really even have to be a partner you're separating from. For those of you who this does apply to, that you need to separate, it's temporary, just so that the space can have you reorganize and come back to yourself. Okay. But again, you want this to unfold naturally. Gemini, Venus in Cancer is going to be your second house, and this is going to make it rain financially. It is polishing the beauty with which you express your value sincerely and feel into your worth and what you love about what you're worth through these emotions and feelings. So the underlying theme that we have for you, we do have let go of control issues. Once again, allow this situation to unfold naturally. And we do have worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. Isn't that beautiful? Gotta love that. So, Cancer. By the way, I want to end this like we started. After I finish these, we're going to do another ritual. And because Saturn is trine Venus, when we do this ritual, after this broadcast ends, I want you to follow this up with an action. Whether you snap your fingers, you sing a song sincerely, this is going to bring in the alignment of your Saturn belief with the Cancer feeling. So we're going to do a ritual after I do these, before I do the live readings and after I do these sign readings. And this is going to manifest instantly for you because we have 372 plus people watching. So I want to give you a boost. I want to show you, I'm not just talking about this stuff. Like, This is what it is. Janice, how did you miss Gemini? I just did Gemini right now. That's wild. Anyway, Cancer. What do you mean you're not complaining? Oh, the Gemini shade. Oh, Devin, I was so mad when you weren't at the weekly reading. I was talking mad shit about you. I was like, where's Devin? How dare she not be here? She was talking all this shit on Gemini, blah, 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 blah. It is what it is. I was wanting Sagittarius. I wanted to talk shit if Sagittarius didn't get the right cards. I was so mad you were not in attendance. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I think Sag actually got good cards that week too. So underlying theme with Cancer is honeymoon because, I mean, Venus is in Cancer. So this is honeymoon central. We do have enjoy the bliss of holiday time together. Oh my gosh. Are we just literally, I remember my Cancer sister a long time ago kind of told me too, like, you know what, Michael, you're just like a little bird. You know what I'm saying? You're just like a side character. Like you're just there and to just give the information like, da-da-da-da-da. And I wanted to feel offended, but I'm like, fuck, you're right. I guess that's just my role. Y'all, I swear to God, I have new friends, by the way. If I go upstairs to the third house, I met a Libra on accident. I slow. Let me tell you how I met him. Hold on, I'm so sorry. Let me finish the Cancer. Y'all gonna love this story. Children, your love life is being affected by children, which is beautiful. Honeymoon and children. I can't believe I didn't tell you the story, guys. I have new friends, y'all. If you actually look up who is Niche on TikTok. She's actually an amazing singer. Let me tell you this story, guys. I can't believe I forgot to tell you. First of all, I learned that I'm a side character. For real. I learned because you know how Leo's the main character and Libra is like the supporting role? Y'all, this is amazing. First of all, I was like, you know what? I would like to smoke some weed. That would be cool if I could smoke. Anyway, I had crossed this dude. I don't know him. I had passed by him, went to the mailbox. That would be cool. As I'm walking back, dude walks up to me like, hey, I'd like a favor. Do you mind? The dispensary won't let me buy anything because I don't have an ID. Could you buy it for me? I'll get you some weed. I'm like, holy shit, this was the day of Sun Jupiter. This is the day of Sun Jupiter and Aries. I'm like, holy shit, instant manifestation. Let's go. Did that, thought that Devin, Gemini, and Sag, you're a plot device, wild card, and I'm comic relief. But like, once again, that led to me visiting upstairs to his room, finding out he's a talented ass artist. He produces music. I'm like, oh, I'm a songwriter. That's what's up. We start collabing. And I hit a dab. I hadn't hit a dab in so long. I thought I had a high tolerance. Sun Jupiter expanded everything. I got so fucking high. But other than that, I found out that he's roommates with a Leo and she can sing her ass off. And so just the other day, I'm gonna help them shoot a music video. I finally got to visit them and I'm like, oh my God, I'm in the plot. It just hit me. I'm like, wait, she's on TikTok singing in front of 3,000 people, nailing that. She did a remix to Lauryn Hill's Some in My Pain Through. You know what I'm saying? That song, Killing Me Softly. Murder that shit. He's the Libra producing all her songs. I'm like, these motherfuckers are spinning these superstars. And that's when it hit me as I'm sitting by the side. I'm a fucking side character. Oh my God. The main characters are right there. And I'm literally their comic relief on the first floor that comes up and out. I felt so happy. I was like, oh shit. Normally my ego would kick in like, what? I'm just a side character? No. I was like, I can do this. You just have to be careful because see, if Gunna knew that Young Thug was the main character, he wouldn't be drawn in as a side character. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes King Von is a Leo. King Von went to the gas station and his side character friend got shot because someone thought it was Von, walked up, shot him. It was such a movie scene. Dude went to the bathroom, came out, saw his friend was shot. I was like, you fucking Leos, man. How is your whole life a movie? You have to be careful. because Leo is dramatic. So if you a side character, you're gonna get drawn into their drama. But you know, if it's cool, if the Libra's there to balance it, you know what I'm saying? Dirk and Vaughn, whatever. If the Libra's there to balance it, it's a little dope. It's a little dope. So yeah, that's how that was. And you can check her out. She's Who is Niche on TikTok, and I follow her on YouTube too. We had actually planned to do a peace talk, so you're gonna see her on a peace talk soon. But I wanted to share that because I can't believe I forgot the story of how I realized I was, and the way we met was so fated. The way we met was literally circumstance. Like we manifested something for each other. Libra and Gemini equal Leo, so we're together in the main character. But that was so fun. Anyway, Leo, thank you for your patience. I just wanted to share that story just to let you know that like there's a greater governing force that manages the plot in your life, and you might realize you're a main or side character too. Well, you'll know if you're the main character, but yes, I knew I was a side character, but like that just hit home. Like even the astrology positions, you know how Leo and Libra are next to each other? They were next to each other. I was by the side, just the same distance Gemini is to the signs. Like you can literally see the positioning of astrology take place energetically. Where if we were in the zodiac chart, we would be in that position. I was so mind blown. Anyway, we do have codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. And we have this with romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Then we have with Virgo. Could Sag with Leo rising? Okay, so Ola, you asked a good question. Leo Sun is the lead role, but Leo rising to me is a main character. Any Leo rising is a main character. So out of all the wild cards with different rising signs, the Leo rising Sag is going to be the lead wild card. Out of all the makeup artists behind stage, the Leo rising Cancer Sun is the lead makeup artist. All the makeup artists are going to follow the Leo rising's lead because she the queen. So like that's the difference between the Leo rising main character and the Leo sun lead role. All right, such a good question. Virgo, I love that. Our base form is stronger than last year. They always give Sag a spinoff. They always give you a spinoff if they want more sales. And sometimes they'll do a comic relief spinoff where Sag partners with Gemini, or Gemini partners with Libra, or Sag partners with Libra. Or Sag can partner with the villain. Like Sag could do anything. You can partner with the villain, the main character. So like Sag possibilities are endless. It's pretty lit. Who rolls their eyes at the leading character the hardest? The director. The director. Capricorn. Capricorn is always beefing with the lead role because Leo wants to do something, but Capricorn is like, no, I want you to do it like that. And they always fighting off. Cut! I told you to do it like this. You're not going to tell me what to do. I want to do it like this. And it's like, oh my God, this is going to take a while. And if it wasn't for Cancer, everyone would be beefing. Cancer just knows how to like talk and gossip to people like, oh, don't worry. It's cool. Cancer is the reason why the set is calm and peaceful. But no one gives Cancer props at all. It's crazy. Anyway, we do have Flirt. Extend your lighthearted energy to others. And we also have getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Okay. Vince McMahon versus Stone Cold. I love it. Cancer, Venus is going to be in your first house. So this is going to really polish a lot of your identity and how you express your beauty. Leo, this is going to be your 12th house. So this is going to transcend unconscious habits and old feelings that reinforce the old love story, because you don't need to do that. And Virgo, Venus in your 11th is going to polish your social circle of friends and bring beauty and wealth through where you feel you belong and who you're connecting with. What's the difference between the main role and the lead character? They're the same thing. The lead role is the main character. However, not every main character is the lead role. For example, the lead role is who the camera follows. It's who the story is about. But a story can have different main characters. And not all main characters have to be Libra. To me, the main characters are Aries, Libra, and Leo. The side characters are Sag and Gemini. And then Aquarius is the narrator. They're not even a side character. They wrote the play. This is the age of Aquarius. So they wrote the play. They just self-inserted themselves as a narrator. So you can count them as a side character, but they're really the god of this thing. But yeah, to me, Aries being the primary antagonist and villain, if there's a secondary antagonist, it's going to be Gemini. Usually, if they're not comic relief, Leo is the lead role, Libra is the supporting role. They get the most next screen time, and then we have the plot device Sagittarius, where the writer doesn't know what to do with the story, and so they need like an ex machina. And Sag be swearing they a main character, and it's like, you a whole plot device. But okay, cool. And yeah, that's it. Everyone else is backstage. All right, so Libra, the production set crew. Okay. We have express your love. Okay. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Gotta let it burn. Sorry. Guys, I haven't played my Libra, so I'm about to shoot the video to the Aries. Remember Aries Gang, that mixtape? I'm going to shoot the Libra video soon. So we have keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. That shit's going to be so stupid. I can't wait. It's going to be the stupidest shit ever. All right. Keep an open mind, Libra. All right. Your soulmate may differ from usual types of expectations. And Venus being in your 10th house is going to give you amazing career opportunities and attract how well you look towards others. Okay. Now, Katie asked a really good question. The ticket master, right? When you're buying a movie, you have to buy a ticket. So what does that involve? Other people's money. What is Scorpio? Other people's money and resources. This is opposite Taurus, who produced the movie out of pocket. That's my money. Taurus, the producer. Well, Taurus partners with Scorpio, the ticket master, because you are going to pay to see this movie. All right. And if you don't pay, Scorpio is going to make sure you don't see the movie. Like, so that's how I kind of came. I didn't even know what Scorpio was at first. Ticketmaster was the only thing I could think of. Now, there is another version of this analogy where all the signs are in the movie. I love that. Pisces is the audience and also selling. They're selling their ticket. I love that. You're a genius. There's also a version of this where all the signs are in the movie. And if all the signs are in the movie, Aquarius could be, Aries and Aquarius could be anti-heroes. Aquarius could be a villain. Capricorn can be a villain. Scorpio can be a villain. So I'm going to do a version where all the signs are in the movie, but I did this version to show the backstage versus the on stage. And I would really love your help with that too. If all the signs are in the movie, it's going to be a bit more complex because there's a version of that too. And, you know, we'll definitely do a live where we can hash that out. Yes, I didn't even realize Scorpio could be the marketer, the advertiser. The Libra could also be marketer. Leo can also be marketer with Libra because the main character is going to sell the movie. You're going to see it because the star is famous. But I really like that. I really like that. I feel like Aries is the villain and then Aqua is like the secret villain who enabled Aries, right? But you know what I'm saying? That's going to add a lot more nuance. So when I put that together, I'm going to do a special live and we're going to create that together because I would really love your insight. Personally, honestly, I feel like Taurus owns the theater and produced the stage, and then Leo performs on that stage. And then Libra, if anything, convinces people to watch it. But hey, why on earth would the narrator be a villain? You don't know Aquarius is evil genius. Think about it. How would the narrator not be the villain? The narrator put the lead role through so much bullshit. The narrator is the true villain because they wrote the bad and the good. Like they know everything that's going to happen. That's a good question though. Scorpio is the shady promoter. That's crazy. Yes, listen, Aries. So Aries is a misunderstood designated villain. Aries is Anakin Skywalker, the first hero. Leo is the second hero, the child of Aries, 5th house to Aries. So if you did astrology for writers, Aries is the archetype of the anti-hero, primary antagonist, selfish villain, the misguided villain, the manipulated villain, Anakin, who started off good but then went to the dark. So Aries has it can go either way, but it depends. In some cases, there's so many versions of this to where, you know how movies flip stuff on its head, where Leo is supposed to be the hero with Libra, but what if the heroes are bad? And the people who are appealing to the public, Leo and Libra, are actually secretly bad. That means Aries, the villain, is actually the good guy. And that's what you're seeing happen now. But other than that, I don't want to set it up to where one sign is bad and one side is good, because it's not that simple. But in seeing these different perspectives, it really gives you a respect for how you see who plays a role, because not every Aries is going to show up as that traditional villain. Some of the Aries are actually the good guy, but they're an anti-hero, so they don't do it the traditional way. It's different. It is what it is, right? The Leo is always going to be the hero archetype, and some Leos save the day. Some Leos are so narcissistic, they use their image to deceive people. So that lets you know the type of Leo. Are they in their villain arc? Are they in the hero? So it is what it is. And Quavo, Aries, is in his villain arc. I'm so glad. Quavo back, baby. Aries is back to kick ass, and don't fuck with Aries. Anyway, Scorpio, we do have separation. Time apart from your partners on horizon. This is coming because of the nodes in Taurus and Scorpio. Did you notice Taurus and Scorpio both got the separation card? And we do have past life relationship. You have known each other before. Where's the south node of past life? Scorpio. I don't play. So Scorpio and Taurus is saying the separation period between you and your past life soulmate is over. You are finishing that separation period. If you have been in separation with them, you're ending it. If you haven't, you could just be starting it. Okay. Yeah, don't sleep on Quavo. He been fire from the get-go. Sagittarius. Your Divine Highness, this separation can be as a couple. I'm so glad you said that. So basically, you and your partner could be separating from the collective. That's another way to see it too, since both of you got separation. So something to keep in mind. Sagittarius. Uraeus, that is a huge compliment coming from Aquarius. So we do have engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. Ascension, Sagittarius. That's pretty fly. I'm not gonna lie. What's that, Sagittarius? You want to marry me? Oh my God. Yes. Oh, I'll think about it. We do have very soon. God damn, Sag. Clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. All right, Sag is with the smoke, clearly. Sag is like, it's ascending right now. That's beautiful. I feel like y'all just skated through and got the best cards again. Anyway, Capricorn. Oh, so Darth Vader is the Scorpio, or even though Anakin is an Aries, right? I learned that Darth Vader is the Scorpio archetype and Palpatine is the Capricorn archetype, because even Darth Vader still reported to Palpatine, and Palpatine is like the master of darkness. That's the Capricorn archetype. That old ass nigga that just won't die and will just hold on to dear life. That's Capricorn, the evil mastermind. Could even say Aquarius, but Aquarius is going to be more the organization. So personally, you don't have to take my word for it, but that's kind of how I feel about that. So we do have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. And then we have, as the main card, forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. Capricorn, you're going to have to forgive them. Okay. That's a really good question. Okay, so Virgo is the critic, the movie critic, right? That's where Virgo and Pisces as karmic signs come in. Those are the only two signs that watch the movie, right? Yoda is obviously Pisces. I love that. So basically, Virgo is going to be the movie critic that tells you why your movie is trash. But I wonder who Virgo is in the movie. Are they the montage scene? You know what I'm saying? Like, that'd be interesting. Are they the montage? Are they like the obvious, are they the worrier or are they the one that works really hard? So that's a really good question. And that's why I really want to do this with y'all. And yeah, Capricorn, are you willing to forgive? You know what I'm saying? Like, I felt the pettiness, like I don't want to forgive him, but hey, we learning out here, okay? And I got too carried away. All right. Scorpio, Venus is going to be in your ninth house. This is going to polish the philosophical approach towards applying your psychic abilities and lead by example and teach. All right. You're going to learn a lot, obviously, during this transit. Sagittarius, this is going to test your intimacy. And Venus is going to really draw boundaries relative to who you can trust with this messy wetness of your heart. All right. Because it's going to get very sexy, but it's going to get very messy. Capricorn, this is going to polish your relationships. And this is going to establish, since the Capricorn Venus, the completion of developing your personality so that you can now establish sincere partnerships. And Aquarius, Venus is going to be in your sixth house. This is going to integrate beauty into your lifestyle so that you can polish more of the lifestyle that feels right for you to live. So we do have love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. And we have this with you deserve love. You are lovable. Pisces, Venus is going to be in your fifth house. So this is just going to be juicy fruit. Okay. It's going to be juicy. You're going to enjoy this. This is going to stimulate your inner child and imagination. And you really want to stimulate as creatively as you can through your heart. Now, we do have let go of control issues. Allow this situation to unfold naturally. And we do have, this could be the one. You've already met the romantic partner you seek. All right. I feel like Virgo or Pisces could also be the movie editor, but I took the stance of a play where, relative to this play, not me just breezing through Pisces, and y'all got a significant card. Pisces is saying you have already met the one you seek, so stop looking. All right, you'll get a synchronicity and whatnot. But yeah, since this is a play, I'm forming this as if this is a play, and during a play, you don't yell cut. It's all performed one take, and there's no editing for that. But if this was a movie, someone would be an editor. So other than that, let's do one more collective reading. Pisces to me is music, but then I'm realizing music is sound, and I think sound is air. But it's all the elements. The instruments are created from earth. The air is the sound of it. I'm sure water is involved, but with the feeling and the fire, the passion. But really good question. So for the collective, we do have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. And we have this with past life relationships. So the theme of the past life is very important for every single one of you. You have known each other before. If you comment an exclamation mark, if you've been seeing mad synchronicities around you and someone that you have a past life connection with, it's easy if you see it in the chart, because I can isolate south nodal aspects. And I mean, I've even had certain people say we feel like we've known each other and the aspects are there. But like, if you are feeling this, you're blocking it by trying to do something about it. You just have to let this unfold naturally. The fact that you are tapping into this, whether you're with them or not, there's nothing you have to do to make this happen. Just rest in the fact that you've known them before and really tie that in the way the way it's meant to be tied in personally. Okay. Because the fact that you're seeing these synchronicities, if you commented an exclamation mark, it's already manifested. You just have to allow the scene to play out the way it's meant to be played, be in position, be out there living your life so that you can allow this to meet you head on. All right. So before I do the live readings with 357 people, let's do this ritual. Finally, I want you to activate this function of emotion and feeling. And you don't have to feel it too intensely, But what is one major wish that you want to occur? See how my body language just shifted because I'm feeling it. Like you once you tap in, stay with this feeling. So basically, I want you to, in your mind's eye, envision or feel that what you want right now, a burning desire in your mind, you have. How good does that make you feel? Can you allow yourself to actually have that right now? Because some of you, until it's real, you won't feel that and you'll never get it then. That's how it works. Like you have to actually, the reason why these things work through is even at a subconscious level, you decided you're ready to get that. Even if you say you will, that's expression of your will, right? So feel it. How good does that fucking feel? What feeling does that produce? And you don't have to feel it. For some of you, it could just be a thought. For others of you, it could just be a knowing, right? As 363 people are combining this intention with you, I want you to feel it. Thank you. I feel the success. I feel it. I've been feeling it. I feel complete. Beautiful. So as you see this, right? And you can go back within and edit this anytime, right? What is at least, it doesn't have to be one, but what is at least one word that you can say with this feeling? And when you say it, it evokes this feeling. Instead of saying, I wish for this, what is one word that encapsulates all of that? You see how you feel at peace? You already have it. The fact that you feel at peace means your desire already exists. So, like, every single time you feel anxious and wanting, come back to this feeling. All right. You're not just feeling it, you giving yourself the desire. You have it. Now you are a magnetic beacon to manifest it. I'm not even going to say attract, to create it. Okay. So, is your word satisfaction? My word is bubbles. The magic of manifestation is that you can say what the same word and it can mean anything you want it to, because it's not the word that manifests, it's your intention. So the intention you say behind the word manifests it. So what's one word that when you say that word, it reminds you of that feeling? If that's Shazam, if that's Assure, if that's divine, this is your special magic word that through Gemini season, you'll be developing multiple magic words. Okay. I'm loving these words. So basically, the whole point of this is stay in this feeling. Your mission, should you choose to accept for the rest of Taurus season, is to carry this feeling with you. And then once the sun enters Gemini, right, coming into the end of May, as you carry this feeling, use this magic word and speak it into life. Use it in music. Create more words. Say it aloud. And as you're saying, it's like you're speaking it into reality. Bubbles. I love bubbles. Blossom and Buttercup. Powerpuff Girls. Oh. You feel me? Okay. Almighty. Beautiful. The more meaningful the word is to you, the better. But basically, the whole purpose of this Gemini manifesting Cancer, you want to make sure that M. Night Shyamalama Lama Lama. Yes, that's it right there. I forgot about that. Mojo, Jojo. So basically, how it feels so good, right? You having that, right? That's an infinite source you can draw from. And when you actually continue to just speak as if you have this, you're reflecting that. Forget about the external reality. Have fun here. And the more delusional you can get with this, the better. You want to be consciously delusional, delusionally optimistic. Word to Colby. All right. So feel it, enjoy it, create it, make it yours, make magic, make songs and poetry that uses these words. You're putting your energy out there, because what you put out is what you're going to get back. And you're not waiting for this. You're not waiting for this to come through. It's already within you. You're the gift. You're the prize. Regardless of your sex and gender, you're a soul. Your time is valuable. You're the prize. So when you walk around like that, you know you can have fun with this present moment because you carry that feeling within. This took me 32 years to really realize, and I'm glad. Better late than never. Okay. And every time you get out of focus, say that word again. Beautiful. And as you say this word, it's going to attract opposing frequencies that wish to undermine you through doubt. Murk them with your belief. Just reinforce what you believe and watch them get weaker and weaker as you take their negativity and transmute it into what you want, because nobody can stop you. You're unstoppable. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much. I'm going to step into these live readings. If you got a oracle card, actually, I was going to save you guys for last, but let me do you guys first. So, Carrie, the oracle card we have for you Carrie, we have let go of control issues, allow this situation to unfold naturally. But I also feel like you also want to be mindful of people trying to control you. And we have make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So basically, there's nothing you have to do because you're going to be inspired to take inspired action. And as you allow this to unfold naturally, the effort that you're putting in is paying off really well. Okay. So I also have bonus cards for you. Express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture and getting to know each other. As you reveal your innermost selves to each other, your bond deepens. Next, we have King Sigma. All right, King Sigma. We have express your love. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. And we have this with engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. So enjoy this expression of your love. It looks very promising, which is super awesome. Ooh, that's what's up. So next we have House of Judea. Let's get it. Pisces sun, Leo moon, Cancer rising. And I was actually born with Venus in Aries and Mars in Aries. I love that. What will this transit mean for my career and finances? So as a Cancer rising, we know that Aries is your 10th house. And given that Jupiter, Infinity Air Clan Gear should make a collective oracle card deck. Really good idea. Definitely going to work on that. So relative to the 10th house Aries, which is, of course, your career house, this with Jupiter has not only evolved what more you can accomplish in your career, but the eclipse in Taurus and Jupiter going into Taurus is going to evolve the grounded results and rewards, money, from your career. But this is cool because your sun is in Pisces. So your career house is also your money house as a Pisces sun. And the more money you are making, the more it pushes you forward in your career. Duh, right? But the way you do this is gangster. So with Venus, that's going to be going through your first house, right? This is going to not only be polishing your identity and appearance. Yeah, Cancer rising. This is not only going to be polishing your identity and appearance, but as a Pisces sun, Cancer is fifth house of creativity to you. The fifth house is a self-employment talent house. So this is going to develop more creativity that you embody through your personality. And Leo, which is your second house of liquidity, through the summer is getting ready to liquidate all the actions you've taken in Aries. So this Venus in Cancer transit is preparing you to slowly but surely step into your power, to prepare for you to manifest this courage, but to move in the right direction you sincerely feel in expressing who you truly are and your beauty. Especially with Gemini, that's going to, much appreciated, Michelle, especially with Gemini, that's going to transcend a lot of old ideas relative to this next phase and cycle you're stepping into. But what I'm most excited about for you is this stellium and the North Node that's going to go in your 10th house when we step into July. So while the sun is going through your rising and you're starting chapter 1 again, relative to, you know, the every year being a season from Cancer rising back to Cancer rising, the North Node is going to shift into your 10th house and career is going to be the focus. All right, very powerfully. On top of that, Venus retrograding in Leo, your second house, while the North Node is in Aries in your 10th, is reevaluating how much more money you're getting ready to make, because you're getting ready to make a lot of money. So this is what is starting to redirect the passionate direction towards how creatively you manifest all of that. And that's really awesome. And I hope that really resonates, because this really opens up very exciting possibilities. Okay. So we're going to get through these live readings. I'm going to get some water real quick. Word to Patrick CC. All right. It's different when you know his moon is in Cancer and he's telling you to drink water, and he's a producer and his sun is in Taurus. But anyway, other than that, let's start with Katie. Thank you for your chart. Katie, we know that you are the pure queen, Kundalini goddess, sun and rising on Pluto. You be death staring people and they just transform or die. Anyway, this is beautiful because your moon is in Cancer. You're a holy soul. You are the holy embodiment of purity, because Cancer is holiness, Scorpio is purity, Pisces is divinity. And you have this scrumptious grand water trine. You feel so good. So this 9th house transit is bringing to a higher level the philosophical nature of how you discern through your soul subtle psychic vibrations, of how you are polishing the balance of your holy soul with this heart activation. And because you've already had Venus activate Uranus in your 7th, unlocking with the eclipse in Taurus, the manifestation of the grounded value that you want towards other people is now through the boundaries drawn in Gemini, breaking through to show you the direction to take these partnerships, platonic and or romantic, that you are going to, so that you can step into this. Thank you, Cosmic Rainbow. So Katie, this is very powerful because during this period, Mars will get ready to transit your MC, and Jupiter will get ready to move right across your DC and evolve all your partnerships. See, May 21st, when we have that T square with Pluto 0 degrees and Mars 0 degrees and Jupiter getting ready to go 0 degrees, your sun and Pluto is going to be opposite this. So all the people born from October 24th to like October 30, anyone who has Scorpio 0 to 5 degrees, you guys are the only ones who are going to actually have wisdom towards what's occurring, completing that T square, which is really, really key. You're going to discern how the social element of things are transforming relative to this. And because this is getting ready to shift the quality of your relationships, it'll also get ready to move you towards the direction of what creative success with the Leo MC you want to achieve before Venus crypt walks and retrogrades across to shift the quality of how beautiful you step into the success and what kind of rewards you come into. So basically, the significance of this ninth house transit is bringing into higher light the completion of the attitude Venus in Capricorn set. So now that attitude could be taught philosophically and how you feel and show with these feelings. Okay, Katie, I hope you enjoy this because it's really preparing you for more significant partnerships, which bring more wealth and success. Okay. So next we got Isaiah. All right. Oh, Brandon, I got you. I forgot you got a card too. I got you. So Brandon, or rather Isaiah, we know you are the Sag rising, the super Gemini. All right. Ascended angel. Okay. The divine angel. You got the Kendrick Prince Ye vibe. So what's really key with this is your North Node is in Cancer. And as a Sag rising, this is lit. This is lit. Seventh house suns are very fascinating to me because you have the best of both worlds. Case in point, Venus is going to be manifesting the value of your enlightened spirit. I know you've progressed long since into Cancer. You've just progressed into Cancer. Congratulations. But as a Gemini sun, Cancer is manifesting your value. The way I've experienced this is transits to Cancer. I come up with ideas that help me make more money. I just step into more money during this period because my money house is being activated. But personally, this is geared towards more feeling more confident. So this inspires action to manifest more money. And it's really as simple as that. So as this polishes what Mars has already paved the way to secure, this manifestation of more value, and Venus second house to your sun attracts more money, is in your eighth house. So this is going to juxtapose your confidence and manifestation relative to who you trust with your value, what boundaries you draw so that you can attract the right people you can trust with your value and superpowers, second house Capricorn, and then also align more to your destiny point with the North Node Cancer, which is going to challenge you to take the detached quality of certain aspects of your decision making to sincerely express properly. Okay. And I want to really explain this a bit more because with Jupiter that's going to be entering Taurus and preparing for this Jupiter return, because you have Uranus and Neptune squaring Uranus in Taurus, a lot of this is going to challenge how you can take extraordinary concepts and ground them physically, like technology that people would never think exists, but you're already creating the schematics to make real because you're a genius and you got it like that. So a lot of this eighth house transit is manifesting the value of who you can trust more. And this is going to develop deeper intimacy relative to who you can express more personal feelings with. Manga coming soon. And yep. And so with the eighth house transits, this is also who you can invest the money you're making into. It's like you're manifesting it, but then you're investing it in those right circles. So lots to look forward to. Can't wait to read your manga. I feel like your manga is going to awaken a lot of people with the themes that you use. And I know reading a lot of good manga has awakened me too. So I'm very excited. Brandon, let's get it. Brandon Walton. So, Brandon, we do have soulmate. Yes, this is your soulmate. I love that. And we have finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. But to me, I think your finances are getting better. And this is what's going to really help enhance this connection with your soulmate. So if you don't know who your soulmate is, just call out the desire to know. Synchronicities will follow, bro. All right. Yes, Jem Fisher, that is genius. I'm gonna look into that too and see what I can do copyrighted. Ralph, shout out to you, fam. All right. So why did I find a lone Ace of Cups tarot card in the parking lot the other day? Wow. Dude, so I pulled the soulmate card for you and then I saw your question. I think you found the Ace of Cups alone. You're finding random tarot cards? I found random Pokemon cards, but you're finding the universe is speaking to you that clearly that you're finding random ace cards? How are y'all this magical? That's fucking crazy. So clearly that's a new love, and I feel like that's your soulmate. You're manifesting your soulmate. It's like a spiritual awakening. That's fucking crazy, fam. That is awesome. That is so awesome. All right. We have for Annie, Pisces, Sun, Moon, Venus, Mercury, Taurus rising. Ooh. So this is a natural queen here, or natural royalty. So as natural royalty, the Pisces energy in your 11th, you are the dream team. And Uranus and the nodes are unlocking your royalty, as well as putting you in a position to realistically innovate the genius of how you express yourself as a producer. So, as a fellow Taurus rising, third house Cancer is really peculiar to me because you're thinking about your feelings. It's not really thinking, right? But the mindset of your attitude isn't going to be emotional, which is the stereotype of Cancer. It's going to be sincere. It's going to be psychic. You're going to have emotional intelligence. Third house water signs are the aspect of emotional intelligence, making earth sign risings teachers of emotional intelligence, or learning rather. So relative to the third house Cancer, the manifestation of your intellectual value with Gemini leads to the expression of these special skills. Venus is going to polish these special skills. And the whole thing with the third house Cancer is it adds a lot more smoothness to the way you communicate. So it's not really too monotone or whatever. It's like there's color in it. You're going to feel a lot more in your own skin. It's going to add more beauty and balance to how you induce your intuition and psychic ability to communicate more of your feelings as well. In some cases, through just your body language. But the reason why this is going to be fun is because you're a Pisces. So all that Pisces energy is going to trine to the Cancer, and it's going to draw out your inner child so that you can creatively develop these psychic skills, this sense of your attitude that you'll step into creatively. All right. And Jupiter is getting ready to go through our rising. So this is going to be a brand new 12-year cycle for you. Enjoy that sense of evolution. Congratulations. All right. So next we have Sonja Skeet. Let's get it. Sonja, we know that you are a celestial goddess, a warrior soul, and an angel. Gemini rising, angel, enlightened being, Aries moon, warrior soul. So you're the original celestial goddess or celestial queen wizard, or I know wizards are men, but celestial queen. I'm not gonna say witch, but I will say celestial queen goddess. So the original celestial is really fire. I just gave a reading to what that archetype. Nikki D was that archetype. Nikki, you got a fire chart. I don't know if you still here. Your chart is one of the dopest charts I've ever read. It's so fucking dope. The Aries moon aqua sun is one of the rawest people alive because you feel into that rawness, but you're aware of this knowledge. And so knowing that you're an angel, Venus in your second house is going to bring that moolah. It's going to manifest based on how you can induce your own emotions and feelings as a psychic function of power to manifest money. And it is literally as simple as, how good do you feel? That's how good you'll be making money. Nikki, I love your chart. Beautiful. Knowing that, yeah, you got Mars on your moon. I love that. Mars on the moon, on Chiron, so powerful. But the Aries moon, aqua sun archetype is very controversial, but it is so raw. It's so fucking raw. And you're able to really understand the direction in which to express your authenticity and still maintaining this celestial awareness of knowledge and being a trickster and making people believe you don't know as much as you do, because I know every aqua does that. So with the Gemini rising, this is really powerful because Venus in your second house is going to open the space for you to plant the seeds to make more money and to really feel in that right direction that enables you to move towards what value you want to create. But as an aqua sun, this is sixth house of behavior and lifestyle. So you're going to be aware of this as polishing the sense of your behavior and routine that feels right to you. And as you use Venus to literally beautify your routine, the element of your routine you establish will manifest more money for you in the second house. And it's cool because as an aqua sun, this puts you, it's bar none, like unparalleled. I love it too, Janet. I respect it. It puts you in a position to align more with what you're already integrating into your life and to know what it is that you're already seeing themes of through the collective bridge individually. And I mean, having Jupiter that has already kind of overcome your moon and evolved your soul is not a bad look either. Okay. And being this conduit for healing. So Sandra, this is definitely going to integrate an element of your behavior to really polish it so that you with more ease of efficiency come into more money. Venusian Aqua. I see you changed your name. Oh, that shit was hilarious. All right. So once again, as a Scorpio rising, this is going to be in your ninth house. But as an Aquarius sun, a celestial wizard, God, this is your sixth house. So you are quintessentially integrating the behavior around your philosophy when it comes to leading by example and showing people how you express your sincere feelings. Thank you so much, Nikki. You nailed that, to be completely honest. And this is where your awareness of these themes will conclude and prepare for the nodes to shift from Libra to Aries, which is very important, especially when taking into account that with Mercury at the end of Capricorn that you have, that's going to aspect Venus. You're having a Saturn return exact. Oh, no. Yours is 23 degrees. So, no, yeah, Mercury to. Is that? Yeah, 29 degrees. That's fucking badass. So that's going to aspect Venus. Mars is already trined your Saturn. There we go. You have 1 degree Uranus. So Pluto is going to slightly awaken it, but Jupiter will square during this period in Taurus. And this is going to really frustrate a whole lot of the foundation with which you start to bridge this hidden knowledge towards people you can trust. But once again, all this ninth house activity as a Scorpio rising is ascending the sincere insight psychically you pick up so that I can get ready to break you through in Leo towards your career. Where the Scorpio risings, you have to be very mindful of this huge Venus retrograding your 10th because it's going to bring some of you fame, especially with Uranus that's in your 7th. Like this is going to be weird as fuck because a lot of you are not going to expect things to happen as quickly as they do. Maybe because you had a longer term plan, but no one could expect you to have as much sauce as you do. So like the major theme here is rewards are coming for you way sooner than expected because reasonably you couldn't have expected them to come before. That just would be unreasonable. Well, you made it happen. Okay, so a lot of that is going to happen during this Venus in Cancer. You're going to be feeling that. There you go. I feel that for real, for real. So this is going to intensify this feeling. This trine that Saturn and Neptune will be making from your 5th house to your 9th house is going to stimulate the creativity of your imagination to develop more of this philosophical approach. And that's where it's cool that your Mercury is already in Cancer, because the attitude, the grounded, detached attitude in Capricorn will be the foundation with which you will know and control how much deeper you can feel and show to everyone else how it is you're tempering both sides, which is very, very cool and very, very important. But remember, as an Aqua Sun, this element of your philosophy that you're coming into will integrate into your behavior, so that the philosophy around your lifestyle and what you believe you should be living will feel more right to you. So follow your heart relative to what it is you want to feel and how it is you want to feel. Tia Marie, let's get it. Tia, we know that you are the warrior charmed by Venus, and you were born a natural queen. Ooh, with the nodes, I see you got some nodal action. So you bring in that South nodal flavor, which means you just completed this nodal opposition, which means Jupiter is about to go over your sun and North node. You're getting ready for a huge eclipse unlocking. That's so wild. So you're probably in the epicenter of this, and you got a celestial soul. You elite. Oh, you're new gen too, I see. Oh, okay. Uranus and Aquarius. Yup. So you're a genius soul. This is wild. All right. So the 4th house aspect of Venus going through your 4th is going to polish up how comfortable you feel in your home space. This is very key, because as a Taurus sun, this is going to develop how much more comfortable you are expressing your mind in this place of comfort. And this may incorporate coming out of your comfort zone to establish this, especially with Uranus as an Aries rising that's closer in your 2nd, innovating how much money you can make, because you're a boss. You're the celestial alien producer. You're not from here. You grounded your essence here, and you're the first of your kind. So Venus that's squaring your Venus in Aries is challenging how you can take this raw breakdown of your heart, or this raw expression of your heart in Aries, and understand how much deeper you can extend this rawness by feeling into where it comes from, by loving everything there is to love about where you come from. But you want to be mindful here once again, because relative to this transition of Jupiter that's going to come into Taurus, Pluto is going to instantly awaken your Uranus with this trigger. And Mars is going to direct how claircognizantly you move in the direction of your creativity. So as Venus deepens the comfort of your 4th house, the more comfortable you are, the more creatively you express in the 5th house. So this is having you deep in the waters of comfort before Venus retrogrades in the 5th house, and the element of your creativity shifts. Because remember, Jupiter has now evolved your 1st house. You've finished chapter 1. You've successfully begun to evolve your personality. Now it's time to evolve your finances. So this is going to I'm so glad this is accurate, because you're finna get blessed, my friend. Like, we didn't even get to the 2025 pod. Like, you new gen people are on a whole nother level. So like this transit is going to prepare to make sure you open space in your soul so that you can have more fun. You can dive as deep as possible to where you feel comfortable so that you can fill it with more creativity, as this will go into Leo. All right. And I think you're really going to enjoy this, especially as as Mars goes into Leo, trining your Venus while Venus is in Cancer. You're instantly going to know how to start to connect things and follow that creative aspect before you're aware of it coming this summer. You will thank yourself. Okay. So finally, we have Lady Brandy. All right. Queen Angel Brandy. All right. Yep. Let's get it. Miss Scorpio moon with the Gemini sun and the Cancer rising. There we go. The transcendent angel right here. I love this chart. So even though your rising is late Cancer, right? The first part of this transit, by the time the sun is 22 degrees, by the time Venus is 22 degrees on your rising, the sun has just entered Gemini. So the first part of this is going to come through the 12th house notion of your rising sign. And this is going to still align with your first house, but it's going to put you in a position to feel the old emotions that no longer align with how much more powerfully and emboldened you feel about yourself. And thankfully, Mars is already past your first. So it's guiding this assertive desire towards how you're ready to instantly manifest this. We also have to take into account that despite the rising degree, this, by the time Venus starts to sextile Uranus with Venus on your rising, this is going to innovate supernaturally how you're inspired to develop more of your beauty naturally. Even if you don't do anything, the way you're going to carry yourself is just going to be so much more sincerely beautiful. And this is where, as a Scorpio moon, you're already feeling the depth of intensity of how to charge everything Venus and Cancer will induce more in this polishing of your feelings, and how to creatively tap into this, which goes back to Pisces to reinforce those beliefs, which go back to Venus to deepen those feelings. All right. And thankfully, this is going to be your Venus return. So the Venus return is going to reestablish relative to Jupiter, that's now going to be in Taurus, the direction with which you're gathering so much more support and rewards from your career relative to this place of belonging in your life that is going to manifest everything you know you're worth and everything you know you're here to achieve. Mercury is retrograding your chart here in Cancer. And because right now Mercury retrograde in Taurus is lightly sextiling this, this is going to speak from your body to emotions, or really connect your mind, body, heart connection to put yourself more in a position to personally. Jen, that is so hilarious. I appreciate you. Wait, I never even thought of it like that. Thank you. When personally, it puts you in this position once again to not only start to bring everything together coming into Virgo season, but everything that's coming out of your rising is realigning personally into the development of how all this comes around for you to express who you are. This is a huge, and remember, as a Cancer rising as well, right? You are in the process of personally having Jupiter go over your rising and actively begin this brand new ascension cycle with Jupiter. So this is definitely putting you out here in a position to not only transcend these old emotions, and everything coming out of Gemini into Cancer is the feeling of the old story. You're getting ready to relaunch. So a lot of this Taurus energy is the eclipsing your 11th. And as a late Cancer rising, I want to make sure this is true here. Yep. Wait. Oh, okay. Oh, there we go. Your MC is Aries. Yep, your MC in 10th house is Aries. So coming into July, the North Node is going to shift into your 10th house, and it's going to align destiny with success for you after Jupiter has evolved this. So everything up until this point is getting ready to polish your personality. It's literally cleaning yourself up before you're getting ready to move forward and achieve more success than you have ever achieved. Okay. That is hilarious. So personally, I love it. You guys are so fucking awesome. I'm so grateful for you guys. Um, ooh, Matthew, the minimum for astrology is 40. So please let me know. Did you want a card reading, or did you want a astrology reading? I'll wait for you while we do this. But you guys, thank you guys so much. I hope you enjoy this weekend. I'm so glad I was able to. All right, Matthew, I got you. Perfect. So thank you for your chart. Um, God damn it. You have a 28-degree Mercury conjunction with the sun in Pisces. You have one of the highest level awarenesses alive. And on top of that, Mercury links your brain processing ability. Oh, yeah, you're new generation. No wonder. Mercury links your brain processing ability with this powerful mastered element at 28 degrees to literally speak to ghosts. Like, you could read between the lines. There's a nuance with Mercury and Pisces that most people wouldn't understand, because your mind and your awareness enables you to communicate extrasensory perception. So you can zone out and speak to things that are not there and actually hear it. Okay. So, oh, you think you sent the wrong chart. This is 12th of May. Oh, this is the 12th of May. So why do I have Pisces? That's interesting. I see what you mean. No wonder. I'll wait for the right chart. You're totally, it's totally cool. But whatever that chart was, it looks glorious. Scorpio rising, moon in Aries, sun in Pisces. That's interesting. Right. That was for someone, right? I was like, holy crap. Oh no, that was your chart, bro. That was the same chart I read. 28 degrees, sun in Pisces, 28 degrees, Mercury retrograde, 27 degrees, Aries. So you're a master, literally, Virgo rising. That's wild. So I guess it wasn't the wrong chart, but that's wild. So yeah, your chart is legit. You sent me the right chart. It's in the 7th house. You sponsor divine partnerships for other people. This power in the 7th, you can literally see other people's vibration and you can speak to their vibe, which is intangible, but people may not know how magical as fuck that is. So as a Virgo rising, Cancer is your 11th house of who feels right around you. Where do you feel you belong? And the reason why that's very key is Saturn, that's going through your 7th house, is strengthening the standards of your partnerships. It's preparing you at a young age for marriage, divorce, business partnerships. Saturn is weeding away weaklings that you might partner with. Neptune is transcending the quality of these partnerships. And on top of that, you just finished your Jupiter return. Jupiter has just evolved your soul. It is literally 29 degrees. Oh my God, Jupiter is 29 degrees. And it has recently gone around again to expand your soul since the last 12 years. Oh my God, you have Saturn and Venus and Taurus. So, bro, the North Node is unlocking your karma, and Jupiter is getting ready to expand this. So, with the natural Venus and dignity in Taurus, the sextile that Venus will be making will extending on how sincerely you can feel deeper with your physical body as an anchor. And what's really key about this is relative to the post 10th house Gemini, Venus is going to be polishing in advance the rewards from career that the sun will eventually make you aware of. And this in advance could be Venus connecting with people you'll meet moving forward. But the key here is one, all this energy that with Chiron is squaring from your 8th to 11th will invite trust issues to be expanded on so you can connect with who feels right to connect with. Of course, Cancer develops your inner child as a Pisces sun. And so this is going to instill a lot of creativity relative to your awareness of who you are connecting in relationships with, or how you express yourself with other people, and how creatively you can feel with the right people. So Venus wants you to follow your heart's guidance relative to, in advance, creating a space and circle where people belong with you, or where you belong with the right people. And what we also want to look at relative to this is, one, you have Mars and Scorpio that Venus will be trining, and you'll be able to move in that intense direction relative to where Venus in the 11th kind of guides you along. We also see this element of, okay, you got North Node Leo. That's deep. Yeah, what's really kicking off to me, bro, is your Saturn Taurus, because that's ready to get lit up. Jupiter that's going to conjunct Saturn during Venus in Cancer, I feel, is more important than the Venus in Cancer transit for you. This is going to intensify very, very strongly the grounded element of your philosophical approach and the values you stand on that also draw important boundaries. This 8th house nature is going to secure a lot of self-employed wealth and to teach people how you're able to do this. And I feel like Venus in Cancer will once again polish who you start to meet. What I like to see with Venus leading the sun is Venus starts to pretty it up so that when the sun goes there, you're aware now of how beautiful this space is for you to actually step into this manifestation of your collective, of your friendships, and of what friends that you can make. But relative to the planets that you have, once again, you have a very powerful Aries moon, bro. You have a Taurus signature. So you are the original divine being, your original divinity. And as an aspect of original divinity, this is definitely going to challenge a whole lot of how you express more the sense of your value, because Pisces are being asked not to be shy on their prices. You're divine beings. So like, you gotta be a lot more assertive, which I think you are. You understand with the Aries moon, the steps you have to take to deal with the right people. And now that Aries has completed the trust issues you had to learn from, this is now converting all that 7th house to the 11th. Venus is going to really attract who this next level of friends are. So I'm really glad that was resonating. I think you have a lot to look forward to this summer, especially with all the Gemini season energy in the 10th that will change your ideas around what success you're coming into. So you guys stay blessed as always. Thank you guys. This is another W stream. And until next time.